Madison are officially moved online.
I mean, Michigan State just came out and said April 20th. What I think what'll happen is I don't see us having
April
a
20th.
April 20th.
Jeez.
So I don't see.
Yeah, let's just meet for the last week of class.
We're gonna be all dead by April 20th.
Well,
I mean,
that's
what's the point?
I mean, jokes aside, that's my whole point. Is figure in the 2 weeks spring break, and then configure like, let's say we follow quarantine time and do an additional 2 weeks. The semester's over. That will 3 weeks of classes at that point left.
Yep.
Because they haven't announced whether or not like finals are being moved or anything like that. It's just classes are canceled.
That's
well,
why
they
you
can't
have to
actually in Wisconsin move finals.
Really?
Because of farming.
Well, because of farming, but also because the reason why we never start before Memorial Labor Day, Memorial Labor Day, is because
they're the same thing. No, they're not. Don't hate me.
Because the Wisconsin Dells.
Hold on, I'm gonna write an angry
like the commercial sector lobbied the government so that they would have students through Labor Day weekend. And so that is why we don't ever start in August, so that we don't run into that Christmas fucking fiasco we run into every year. And it's also why they probably will not push back. I'm also very sorry I'm eating on stream.
We have a comment.
Already?
I'm also very sorry I'm eating on stream. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, sis.
Oh.
I see you.
Whatever.
Literally right now.
Can you mute us?
Yeah.
So one thing that I'm really excited for, and I know we've already talked about this and memed it, but I'm so excited for how much tabletop I get to play over these
I
2
know.
weeks.
I know.
Should I be working diligently to get my classes online? Yes, because I'm actually so incredibly stressed. Like I have an anxiety cloud above me right now. How do I transfer a workshop online that makes it feel productive? Can I do it? Yes, absolutely. The technology's there. It won't be hard. But to make it like generative,
How do I transfer all of the like in-person games I was gonna play in the second half of the semester online? How do you do that?
Twitch.
This is why you don't plan your classes until the night before, and that way you'll be fine.
I agree with that assessment.
No, that's funny. I'm just like not worried. I know the broad strokes, like they're gonna do this project and this project, and I'm sure like even though
I'm not worried about 102.
Yeah,
No, fuck 102. I'm talking about anything but 102.
No, I'm sending a lot of this to your students.
I mean, they know my feelings.
Christ.
We all know that we're here for one reason only, because we're all told we have to be here.
I mean, I like teaching.
I love teaching. We can have that conversation off.
Okay. So
I was gonna say,
welcome to another week of Doctors and Dungeon Masters. Who knows what's going on? Everything's on fire.
Podcast.
Who knows? We'll figure that out.
Corona.
Thanks. I'm Kelly.
Ooh, that
Bryan.
means I could drink Corona.
Not here.
Not here, but if we can't come to campus.
Yes, then we can.
You have to share with my
we
dogs.
can coronavirus.
Are we allowed to drink on stream?
No, not. Well, okay. We're not allowed to drink in curtain.
I think that I honestly think though that might be a boundary that you might want to get passed by Thomas and Stuart. If we're like on Discord and just like chugging Coronas while playing D&D.
But if we're off, what if we're off campus? Is it more like being associated with
off camera?
Off campus. What if we did D&DMs at, it's like, say, Kelly's house?
Yeah, but I'm saying it would still be under the banner of the Center for 21st Century Studies.
That's my question.
Well,
whatever.
I'm running Eat Local, Read Local. No drinking at Pizza Man, guys.
You are not allowed to drink in the lab, says Gamer Anthro.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get a let's introduce ourselves. I'm Kelly Breivik, PhD student in the English department, and I am the Dungeon Master.
Hi, my name is Corey Hearn. I am a PhD student here at UWM as well, English department, Plan C, creative writing, and I'm playing Taratha, the Div Wiz.
Kelly, I would like the stream to be updated next time to say Willow the Librarian. Or Willow the Bookshop Keeper.
Whatever.
She does not identify. I do not identify as a monk. Yes, I am.
Does she run a library?
No, she's not a librarian. Sorry, we're doing library shit in the
Yeah.
other campaign.
Yeah, we're librarians in that campaign too.
They're lying, saying they're librarians quite successfully. That was
Yep.
like a 26 or something. I'm Eric, PhD. I play Willow.
So what happened last week?
Oh, we didn't do Leia.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
chewing.
It's the weekly tradition
Whatever.
that Kelly starts before everyone's introduced themselves.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Leia, PhD candidate in the Anthro department. I'm playing Tolly,
The cleric.
the cleric.
Death Cleric.
Yeah.
Yep.
I vote that if Willow dies, I will name my next character something that starts with a T, and we can be the.
You could be Tallow.
We could be the T team, the three
Yeah,
Ts.
or like the Spilt T.
T3?
Spilt T could be our group T
Ooh.
name or something like that.
So to answer your question,
Then you have to be a
Kelly,
bard. If we're gonna start a band, you have to be a bard.
Well, I'm gonna be an artificer, and they can make me instruments.
It's not the same.
Yeah, Willow needs to die.
We all know how all encounters are going to be designed from here on out.
Were they not designed that way to begin with?
Every creature has a +10 Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
So last week we were carrying out on our little duty to go stop
Yeah,
the
duty.
ghosts at this library, this ancient library in the middle of the sands. We get there. It turns out Ball is balling out here.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I need to pull up my notes.
B-A-apostrophe
It's pronounced
A-L.
I
Bahal.
thought it's Bhaal.
Yeah, but according to the Wikipedia, it's
So-
pronounced Bahal.
Is
It
there an
is-
apostrophe?
So it's
Nope.
no. So Bahal is the D&D god that is mirrored off of Baal, B-A-apostrophe-A-L, which is a real god from Arabia.
Oh,
I'm aware.
that's why I'm getting confused, because
Yeah.
Right. That's
read
why
the
you were like,
holy
it has an
text.
apostrophe, right? No, I mean, yes, it does.
Okay,
in
so
the Bible.
Bahaling out. I still get my joke. Anyways, fuck you all.
Was Gary Gygax, like, religious?
No, but the likelihood that he wrote that is also pretty slim.
Yeah, that makes sense. For some reason, I just remember reading that he was, like, but I can't.
If you're watching and want to Google for us, because we apparently have no capabilities here, coronavirus.
I hate you so much.
So we
Quarantine.
dealt.
In C21. Or it's a perpetual game of
At
D&D.
least-
If I could
at least they
order
have
Jimmy
good
Johnson
snacks.
pizza, I don't mind being quarantined to this room.
We have several couches in the other offices, just,
Yeah.
it's
It
fine.
wouldn't be the worst. It would suck, but it wouldn't be the worst.
There are worse places to get quarantined.
At least I have my dice.
I have my laptop.
Okay, so.
Do a con saving.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay, so we dropped into... We went through the sands, we found this library, we dropped
You're
into
recapping
there.
my recap now.
Sorry. Yeah, and we fought some fucking monsters, and I got stuck in some goo.
It was tentacles.
All right.
Fuck, what the fuck? It was goo.
Are we in a hentai now?
Yes.
Coronavirus the hentai?
I'll give the tactical recap. We had to figure out a way down this long clock tower that was
Yeah,
poking out of the
it
sand. You fell, I slow felled, you flew, miss fly. And then we got there and we had to fight off 3 giant undead creatures and a
Constructs.
wizard. The wizard ran
It was
from our mighty
constructs, not
power.
creatures.
The wizard ran from our mighty power. But fortunately,
No, he disappeared.
yeah. Fortunately, he was wearing an amulet that was able to be located by our cunning wizard, who then used Dimension Door to grab the cleric and leave the monk alone. The monk alone, not in the dark, because the sun is still poking through the top. Good, because she does not have dark vision. Now
With 2 person with
sits,
light spells.
having
Oh my
just
God.
finished a short meditation to regain her hit points and key, as a strange, bony figure with very long skeletal fingers
Oh, that's right.
approaches out of the dark.
Right. We ended on a
This
Oh.
is Dungeons and Dragons.
So I want to
Oh my
turn
God.
to our new friend, I don't remember what his name.
Norsgard.
Hi, Norsgard. So,
Let's roll for initiative.
yeah, I want to remind you that it was any and all harm. Emotional harm is under that umbrella.
You
Harming-
said to protect.
Yep, to protect me. So, you think
Willow.
causing me emotional harm by harming my friend is going to not fall under that purview?
Willow dice.
He is not
Natural
under
one.
control.
Okay.
He does not control.
Okay,
them.
Willow dice. Fuck!
He rolled his 5d10.
My plan had to be
No,
me going
not yet.
first.
No, it's when he disobeys my command.
Arguable.
Oh my god.
It's arguable that is disobeying because
I said any and all harm.
you have to protect us from any and all harm.
Yeah, so
You and Tali.
yeah, so causing me harm emotionally by harming
But
my
he
friend.
is not. He is not. And he is not in control of the thing that is going to harm your friends.
Bullshit.
He is not.
Bahal is in control.
There's
here.
there's a bigger fish to be fried here. But first, let's murder Willow.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. A natural 1.
Okay.
I've
I would
literally
like
been
it.
waiting all week to tell Kelly that.
Please, Mr. Boneclaw, roll a 1 or 2. You have a 10% chance. Yeah, you've already rolled.
I already rolled it.
Fuck!
What did?
Willow dice.
19, sorry.
Willow dice will come in when it's most important. They're just saving the good rolls.
And Tali?
You won 2.
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Okay. You know, everyone gets a turn in the initiative. It's the least important roll, right? Like,
Oh no, it's not.
ooh, I read an interesting
Tarzan,
house
It
rule.
what
is
do
for
you
a
do?
cleric, but
I read an interesting house rule that was like, that
Really? This is
they
your
allow
game here?
They allow the party to
To
switch
Oh, I didn't roll
initiative orders
initiative
at the
for
start
him,
of
actually.
combat, like, so
Okay.
like with each other to like, but, you
One
know, for
second.
planning purposes and stuff. So you can be like, I rolled a 20, but our
And he
plan
goes,
for you to
"It's not
haste
my
me
game
only
to
works
play."
if you go first. So I'll take your 5,
Cute.
and you can take my 20.
I'm gonna go over
I think that'd be
to
cool
the
to implement.
stacks
Mhm.
and take out a bunch of books.
Okay.
Is that my action?
Yeah, if it's a bunch of books.
Okay, I'm assuming I picked up like 3 or 4, put them in my
wait.
knapsack.
So why are we in initiative? Do we know that like?
Just so I
Willow's
know
being-
what's going. Yes, you know what's going on. I said it in character, in person, multiple times.
Yeah. So I just picked up a bunch of books and put them in my knapsack as my action.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I've got this.
Sounds good. And then, out of curiosity, what is the point of that?
You'll see.
I need to know mechanically.
I'm going to Dimension Door Talion up there and I'm going to steal some books.
Okay, sounds good. Next up is the Bone Claw, who has just appeared in front of you as you have been sitting. I'm not going to say you're prone, you're just sitting at this point. So it's not going to like affect anything mechanically. I'm just kind of just doing like I want to do it's like scooping you, attempting to scoop you up essentially. So it's going to make 2 attacks. $17 will not hit, and I imagine a 19 will not hit. I mean, an 18 will not hit either,
No.
because you got a high ass fucking AC, and it just
You
snarls.
gave me bracers of defense.
I know.
I though my
Someone had to have high AC in this party. You got like what, 19, 20?
20.
That's like at level 10. That's average AC for a tank. I would say it's not high AC
Sure.
for a tank, but anyway.
Yeah.
For a tank, for a tank 20 is fine because that's full plate with a shield. But
Yeah.
I consider 20 to be quite high.
It is high, but like, yeah. What was I gonna say? Then behind you, we're gonna kind of theater of the mind it, because I'm not flipping the thing upside down. But let's say you're underneath, in the tables. What's it called? A level below.
Oh.
And then a shadowy, like a puff of smoke sort of appears behind you.
I assume it was like a surprise round with them teleporting to us, right? Because like that
Thereabouts.
would have been like an action. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Like surprise round, they're there. Roll for initiative, yeah.
Yeah.
Just so I understand mechanically what's going on.
Yep. And it's another bone claw that you saw similarly just disappear, and it appears behind you and makes 2 attacks.
Okay.
First one is going to be a 20-something, which will hit. Second one will not hit. And you are going to take 5, 7, 11. What kind of damage? Piercing damage. And you are now grappled by it.
Was that first or second attack?
I'm sorry. This
Was
is for Tali.
Yeah, but was that first or second? That was what I'm.
That was the first attack. Let's see. Yeah. And then we are up to Willow.
Oh, okay. I get to my feet, which I assume takes no thing, and I'm going to swing my blade out twice at it, undoing. The lower roll is a 19.
Both will hit.
Okay. Let's do the first one. We're gonna do a stunning strike on, and then I'll
Sounds
decide if I'm gonna do it on the second one.
Okay. It nat 20s. The con save.
Okay. Let's do it again.
Oof, it rolled well on its con saves. That was an 18 on the dice.
Yep.
Plus
All right.
6.
So I do 14, 7, 21 plus 26 damage.
Sounds good.
So with the two, so I strike twice at its
Nice.
skeletal figure robed, cutting some of the cloth away, and then I'm
Beautiful.
going to spend a key point to take patient defense.
I dig it.
So all attacks against me have disadvantage.
Next up is Norsgard, who now disobeys you blatantly by starting to run away. Roll your damage.
Oh yeah, there's no subsequent save on the thing. It's just damage, right?
Yep, once per day.
5d10. And that's going to happen every day. He's not actively protecting us from harm.
Yep.
Oh, that's adorable. That is so cute. I love it. I love it, every inch of it. 10, 19, 21, 30 damage.
Sounds good. And this
That's
time,
really good.
you watch him literally disappear. And Tali, you are up. What do you do?
Do you want to delay your action? You know I'm probably going to...
She's at the bottom, though.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Never mind.
I'm really cast Shield of Faith.
And what does that do?
Adds 2 to mercy.
Nice. I dig it. Taratha, it is your turn.
I go and give Talia.
Well, that's a bonus action. I'm sorry. I'm also gonna
Oh,
try
okay.
to get out of this
Uh-huh.
grapple. What do I... Is it athletics?
I'm sorry, one more time?
I'm gonna try and get out.
Yep.
10.
That will not do it.
Yeah.
Okay, now with Dimension Door, if they are grappled,
Says a willing creature.
let me just double check it.
Yep, I'm doing that right
Yeah,
now as
'cause-
well. Okay, so the wording is you teleport yourself, you arrive exactly. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast this spell.
Okay.
So, that's... I have issues.
It's a level 4 spell, so it makes sense that you could do other stuff. Like, that... But, like, things like Catapult can't be held, or...
Yeah, like, I really want Dimension Door to literally be me opening, like, a magical door into a new place. But it's not that. It's kind of just a weakened teleport, which is fine. It's more powerful that way. But I want it to be a fucking door. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, I go up to you, and I'm like...
What level is it?
It's a level 4.
Just give me 1 second.
Oh, fucking counter spells.
Counter spells.
Okay, then I'll counter spell it.
You can't see him.
Well, then he needs to see me.
He does see you.
But I can't see him. Motherfucker.
Do you have a bonus action?
He cast a spell with his action, so it's unlikely that you would have.
Can I make, like... That does... How can I not see him if he can see me?
Greater invisibility.
I can see invisibility. Within
As
60,
what?
60 feet. I've got arcane, what is it? My arcane tradition. Third eye.
1 second. Well, sorry for not knowing that. Let me just see how that would go. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is quite good.
Yeah, because the other
17.
thing...
No, you can only
Oh,
see
yeah.
invisible creatures within 10 feet of you.
I thought it was 60
Oh.
feet.
No, you can see into the ethereal plane in dark vision of 60, but
Yeah.
invisible creatures are only within 10 feet.
And I think the other thing is you already used a spell, so you can't use 2 spells in a turn.
No, you
No.
can't
Or-
use your reaction to
It's reaction.
cast
Right,
counterspell.
you are right. But yeah.
But
So you would not be able
unless
to see
he's
him at
like
this
right
point.
up on you, like breathing down
Which
your
he
neck.
is no.
Yeah,
He
then
ran off.
unfortunately.
But can you do anything with your bonus action?
No.
Alright. 2 attacks with disadvantage at you.
Yes.
That's 1 miss. That's going to be another because that's a 5 and a 4. So nothing happens to you.
I expertly dodge out of the way of 2 strikes. I go right after him, right?
No, there's another bone claw that
The other
goes
bone
downstairs.
claw goes. Okay, yeah.
So Taratha, you have this spell kind of casting as you're rushing up to Tali to grab her arm and just pop her somewhere else, and it dies on your fingertips. I need you to make me a what kind of save? Constitution saving throw.
Out of curiosity,
As
what did
the-
they roll for their counterspell?
1 second. Because it was a level 4, so the DC's 14. It was a 13 on the die plus.
Yeah,
Where is
that,
this at?
as long as it's +1 and they're a caster,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah, it was a 17.
I would have used my die if I would have known what the dice roll was.
Sorry. Would you like to?
Yes, I would like to use my 6 to bring it down by 6.
Sure thing.
Cool.
So then you dimension door.
Yes. Sorry.
Where do you go to?
We're gonna go up to our dear friend.
Do you know where they are though?
I know an approximate location.
You can at least go back up. Like
Yeah.
You can.
At
Which
very minimum, it takes it
room?
out of this.
Which room?
Yeah.
So
range,
you-
division range.
Let's see. I just want to make sure if I can visualize the space. And I imagined we talked about the space a bit in the sending communication, right? When we were sending to Willow, we talked about where they were at, right?
No, you don't know where Willow is exactly.
Well, not exactly, but we talked that you were in a room that had like those crystal things, right?
Right.
Because we talked
Yeah,
about
we
you
did.
us solving the puzzle for you.
But I mean, you've been here and you've been on the top.
Right, but I'm talking about
But
specifically
which part
where
of
you're
the?
at.
Yeah.
I would say we'd be probably like, I don't know, maybe at the door or something. that room?
Which door?
The entrance that Willow went through, I would say.
Then that would be back over
yeah,
there.
Like
Yep.
right there, yeah.
You got it.
Mhm.
And then the other thing is, I know that we were rule lawyer and counterspell a hardcore amount, so that's why I'm willing to kind of retcon that. But
Yeah.
just be sure to be quick if
Yes.
you want to counteract. But I know there was a lot of things going on
Yeah,
that round.
Thank you.
So then
Support doesn't, or that thing where it doesn't require you to see the creature that's making the check.
yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. We actually needed that earlier. Cool.
Corona.
I'm gonna actually go
Christ.
do exactly what I wanted to do earlier.
Yep.
Even though I did a substitute.
Yep. I'm sorry. What portent requires you
That was
to...
important. That was the diviner die.
But does
Yeah.
does do diviner dice require you to see the person making the check?
I don't believe so.
Let's
I
see.
think it's worth checking, but well, how do you? I'll ask Leia for help. How do you set this up? It's like
It's magic.
okay, and then are you
Let's
supposed to like run
And it's
through that
homebrew,
little
too.
star?
Yeah, it's
Which
homebrew.
is- Yep.
Thank you.
Because I think in the future that may have to be a thing.
Mhm.
But if it's not in it now, I'm
Mhm.
not going to take that away either.
I'm having difficulty finding it.
I know the homebrew thing. Was it Griffin's saddle
Yeah,
bag? or
something like that.
Let's see.
Oh, man, you-
Diviner's dice. I found it.
Oh, shit.
We are disinfecting everything.
There is a 3 set of 6-sided dice. Once rolled, you can't record any other numbers in the way until the next dawn. When you have the dice, when a creature you see within 60 feet. So,
The rules thing.
pop back.
Oh my god.
Retcon the retcon.
It's okay. This is D&D.
Yup.
You know, this isn't Adventure Zone or something. We don't edit it down, so it's okay.
Yup.
This is what real D&D is like.
I wrote a paper on this. But anyway, so we're
All right,
retconning the
those are
retcon.
I'll do them.
You are downstairs. Give me a Constitution saving throw. As this dark
22.
swirling thing. Okay, so you don't take any damage, but you feel like this
Yeah.
kind of necrotic energy wash over you. And you see the creature and Tali disappear.
Okay.
So which is there over? That's not where they are. I'm not saying where they're at right now.
Daniel and I were
So do I have any kind of like save against like
when you're
being
grappled?
unknowingly taken?
When you're grappled, you're taken. I'm going to text you something so that you know where you're at.
Daniel and I were
So if you want to
using
do
it, and I
something.
sweated a little on the controllers. I wanted to make sure I disinfected
One
it.
second.
It's all good. Facebook medicine.
Yep. One sec.
I'll get my 6 back. That's
Okay. So now you know where you are. But anyway. And that's its turn. Now it's Willow's turn.
Chop them up. 2
right.
attacks. No stunning strikes. The lower roll is a 14.
The lower roll will not hit.
The higher roll is a 26.
That will hit.
Okay.
Are you gonna stunning strike them?
No.
Okay.
It does 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it does 14 damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to patient defense again.
Sounds good. All right. Next up is Norsgard. And then we got Tally. What do you do?
I'm still grappled.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You guys took a long rest, right? Or short rest.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
15 to not be grappled anymore.
You are no longer grappled. Do you have a
Cool.
bonus action?
Does that also include my movement to get out of a grapple?
Nope.
I'm 30 feet away then.
That'll be an AOO.
I don't care.
I'm just making sure.
No, I know. That I don't care was not at you, it was at this monster. I do not give a
Okay.
shit. I would rather not be right next to it right now.
That actually does not. No. That's a 20.
That's fine.
That hits you.
Yeah.
You're grappled.
You
I'm
needed
sorry.
to, yeah, so like
I'm sorry.
So like you like start to run and you feel its skeletal
I am
fingers
over
crush
these
into you.
monsters that
I
don't allow us
know.
to do anything, Kelly. Over them. I am done.
I mean,
I'm
you
done.
can attack while grappled.
Yeah.
Grappled is like
Yeah.
the word like
Yeah.
you're actually at a disadvantage grappling because it wastes its turn grappling you.
Yeah.
You can still attack. You can do anything except move.
Okay.
If you wanted to reach in your pocket,
you
eat a
have
sandwich.
disadvantage, right?
No, that's
Yeah.
restraint.
Yeah.
Grapple
Oh.
gives you nothing.
Yeah.
I
The
gotcha.
worst.
9
I gotcha.
damage.
It does reduce movement to 0, which can be
Yeah.
very deadly, right?
It can.
Action, it's so situational.
You still have bonus action.
That's nice.
Would you like to use it?
No.
Okay.
Didn't you use Shield of Faith though?
Yeah.
Doesn't that increase your AC by 2?
Does it? I thought it was only until
It might be only until your next
the
turn.
end. Yeah, until the end of my turn, which had already happened. I think.
If it's
Let
till
me-
the end of your next turn, it was
Is
actually
it-
during your
yeah.
turn when you got
Let me-
attacked.
I had it up and then I.
Yeah, because
Made it
I
go
got
away
it
and
I got
tried.
it confused with shield. No, because shield is the beginning of your next turn, not the end. So I
Yeah,
confused
so
it with
Shield
that.
of Fate
No.
should-
Shield of Faith just keeps going. It's concentration.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh,
Cool.
So
then
that
you're
misses.
not.
Yeah.
You get 30 feet away. Are you running towards the door?
But did you take damage from when it jumped?
No. It says any creature within.
Yeah, any creature takes the damage and then it jumps. Just for future reference. So if I get grabbed, hurt me. Hurt me, Kelly.
You've done it before.
Open a creature to an unoccupied space. Yeah, I just read it as creatures around it, not ones that are in its space, because I considered grappled in its space.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
The way that it reads is that the creature that it is holding gets hurt by the jump too.
each creature of the bone claw's choice within 5 feet of it. So it was being cocky this round, but it's not going to be so cocky next round.
Especially now that you've run away
Yeah.
and the skeletal fingers come out, and then the little shield that like a pops up and,
blinks.
and like
However
clinks.
that works, I am running towards.
You don't.
Do you have
You
dark
You are
vision?
in the original. You are on this floor.
Oh, well, that's good. We can meet up, hang out.
Okay,
have
because
fun.
what you said was south of the room by Corey, and that I
South
didn't
room.
understand.
By Corey. It's
I
all
still
good.
don't see it.
I still don't. I have no idea what's happening.
This
right
is
now,
the
which
south
fine.
room,
I did not know that.
and this is the room that's by Corey.
So
Physically.
Still
same
did not
floor.
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I will be
Yep.
running towards this cat.
Okay, so you're starting here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So you can get just outside the door.
Where am I at? Here.
Yep.
Cool.
Taratha, what do you do?
What is the layout of this room?
It's the. It's like this, or actually, it's more like this over here with a bunch of tables, and so you're in like a small room that has tables and bookshelves. There's an adjoining room that kind of goes down that you haven't explored yet, but let's just, for all intents and purposes, just pretend it's like this. But it has it's slightly smaller, and there's little rooms going out of each room that go down a little bit. But
I cast invisibility.
okay. And what do you do?
I'm going to kind of. Is there like a smaller room near me?
Yeah, you could get into a smaller room.
Like how big's the room?
It's like 10 feet deep and about 20 feet, or actually no, 40 feet wide.
Okay, I'm gonna go into that room
Okay.
and then use much of my movement to run around the room to see if there's anything invisible.
Okay. Yeah. You can confirm that there's nothing in there. You just kind of go around like this, and you're able to. But that's that. Next up is Boneclaw Axe, who's going at you with disadvantage, which is good because that's 16 and a 14 plus 8, 22 will not be enough.
Just barely though.
I know.
Yeah, because like I only have 23
I know.
because I
That was a
swung with
2
my
and a 1.
sword. That's
So.
2 and a 1. Yeah, those are fucked.
Yep. And then the Bone Claw with the scythe. Actually, can you move him over here? Have him move up to Tali, but on the other side. Thank
Wait,
you.
so Tali could come in here if she wanted, but she doesn't. I
Well,
assume.
you just have
No,
it
no, no.
yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, she wanted to,
Yeah.
but she
Yeah.
did her full movement
So you're
already.
hearing me and the
Yep.
thing fighting.
And you would hear, just like, get over here. That's a miss on the first attack. Probably a hit on the second attack. That's 25. Okay, so you are grappled by it, and you take a whopping 7 damage again. Next up is Willow.
How far are we underground? Deep underground?
I'm gonna cut.
Give me an intelligence check as you're one.
I'm gonna
running
cut
around.
twice.
That's gonna be
The lower roll is a 21.
Both will hit.
Okay.
23.
Okay. You're able to tell that you're like essentially. So you knew that the top of the tower is 150 feet. So like physically underground, you're about 200 feet below.
Perfect.
But you know that you're not that far down from the first floor. So like you're probably just like.
Cool.
24, and I bonus action patient defense.
Okay. Okay. It has taken 64 points of ouch. Tali, what do you do?
Run into the room with
I
me.
can't.
You could
I'm grappled.
get out of your grapple and run.
It's not so easy to get out of these
Yeah.
grapples.
You're ineffective.
But that's
I'm
the
not,
action.
though. As we learned last game, I am not effective at getting out of grapples at all. Like, that is literally... I can dispel.
Smash that fucker.
That's the plan, actually.
Get him.
But I don't want to use that card. It's been sad. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take... it's gonna be a 20?
That will hit. Fuck him up.
It's gonna be... 13.
Nice. Next up, is that it?
I think so.
And what kind of damage is it?
It's necrotic, but I cannot. If it it
Uh-huh.
doesn't have anything.
Uh-huh.
I have a inescapable
Tunnel.
destruction is a
Okay.
thing for death clerics, which means it does not matter if they are immune,
Or resistant?
fucking or resistant. Full fucking
Beautiful.
shit. Fuck you.
I love
it.
it. I dig it. Taratha. I actually felt bad because I was like, man, everything in here is resistant or immune, and
It's one of
this
the
is
reasons
all
I
the
chose death
damage.
cleric because I was like,
That's good. That's good. Because here, this whole time, I'm just like, fuck, this is gonna be rough for Leia.
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. Bone Claw axe.
No, you need to declare what you want to do if you hold your action.
Or delay turn.
Delay
Is that-
turns, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I
All right.
understood it as. Sorry.
All right. Sorry. That was just confusing
Why
for
are
me.
we being so rule wary today? We're being like extra.
Corona on the mind.
Maybe it's because last night we only had roleplay in our whole session.
True.
Maybe, so
Yeah,
now-
we need
so
that
now-
crunch. That was a 4 plus though,
No.
so that's not gonna hit you. And then another 4. So this patient defense, because it rolled a few like high teens. But yeah, it just starts hacking away and missing. And then next up, we've got the Bone Claw Scythe, who I need you to give me a con saving throw.
You got high con. You got this.
Why did you say that? Why? Why do you do this? 10.
I like how I did this.
Do not jinx things.
Okay.
It's bad.
It's
I
not
need
to
more
me.
D12.
Encouragement is positive.
I got you,
But-
fam.
I need
Encouragement,
one
being
more.
like, you can do
Thank
well.
you.
I believe in you is one thing.
Wait.
Just
I
like,
wanna
you have
give you
like
a
high
good one.
con, you're gonna be
Okay,
fine.
thanks.
You're right.
It's like,
Doctor rolls like a
All right.
1
I'll say I believe
Let's
in
see what
you
it
more.
rolls. A 7.
Man, that's like a
Oof.
Dice.
it is. That's why I'm mad. It's fine. I still have most of my.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, that's D12s, bitch.
Yep.
Remember when I got crit by a creature that rolled like 4d10 on its hits?
Yeah.
And so
That's
it did
42
base 40 damage, and then added on to it.
damage. And you are teleported. I'm going to text you where you are going to find yourself. But in the meantime, it is.
Is there a sound when the thing rips?
I'll say you hear just like a kind of swarmy sort of sound.
It didn't make an attack roll, right? This is just.
That was
because
its
it
turn.
teleported?
Yep.
So it did attack. Didn't attack.
It did not attack. It teleported.
I'm done with them. I'm done with monsters like this. I never want to see another one again.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? It's Tali's turn at the end. Taratha, are you doing anything before Tali's turn?
Yeah. Sorry.
Skip
I'm
me?
gonna.
Portrait? Where's the
I thought I went after both.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, you went after that one. They delayed. Are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to
So,
cast.
You'll go before that.
Locate. Oh, that'll break my invisibility. Never mind. Fuck. Fuck. Where are you, Tali?
I like the fact that like you're like invisible trying to run from this invisible wizard, and you're like, hello.
There's not much for me to fucking do.
It's fine. I'll
No.
shout.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I guess I'll run out of the room and head to where I thought you were last time, and
That's fine.
just shout, let it all out.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm still on the same floor, so I know you can hear me.
Do I hear anything?
I'm so dumb.
I know, me
Roll
too.
the
Because there's something that
six
this thing
circles,
could have
like
done.
here?
Like after beefing 4 attacks.
Yeah, can I roll like a perception check to see like where? Because I imagine like she's making noise.
You can't actually
Yeah.
probably see me from where you're at,
Not
but
see.
I will like.
Perception is hearing as well.
That's
Well,
I
wait till
would-
the
yeah.
end. Because like the thing is, I'm thinking that you can't like yell until your turn because it's currently like mid transport. Like
Oh, I thought it was my turn now. Because.
You said that, but it was
Yeah.
actually supposed to be my
Yeah,
turn.
sorry.
She skipped over me.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, I'll let
fine.
you do the perception check.
I really hate
After
using
her
Yeah.
turn, and then you can
my
get 2 turns
high-level
in a row.
shit
Cool,
on
that
one
sounds good.
fucking thing that should not
So
even
Willow, what do you do?
deserve my fucking time.
2 attacks. Higher one is 17.
Both hit.
No, higher one is 17. Lower one's 13.
Oh,
There
only
were,
one
it was
hits.
a 2 and 6. So
Yeah. So I'm so used to you saying the lower of the 2.
yeah. In that case, I was just saying the higher one because it was so low. That'll be 15 damage.
Nice.
How hurt is it?
Pretty hurt. Not quite death's door.
Stunning fucking strike.
Nice. That's good because it was gonna do something smarter next turn.
Hey yo.
Oh, that actually is gonna be a 21 though.
Okay.
I know it's actually been doing great on its con saves.
Does it look like 2 punches or 2 kicks from my middle leg will do it?
Probably not. It's definitely bloodied, and it's pretty hurt, but I would not say with confidence
I'm just going to martial arts and just take another attack. I'm not going to flurry of blows. That'll be that should hit. It's a 18.
That'll hit.
All right, so that'll be a cool 11 damage.
Nice.
And I'll hold. No patient defense. I mean, I can't patient defense. No flurry blows, no stunning strike. I burn. Like, I hate that on that first turn I tried 2 stunning strikes.
I know.
It burned through a lot of key points. Like, I know that stunning strike is like OP or whatever, but like it does burn through your key points really fast.
Yeah.
I know.
And again, it's only single target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So sorry, Tali. You appear in the large room with the portrait, right by the portrait.
Cool. I'm gonna shout.
Is it the same room that she was in before?
No.
I'm over.
Is the portrait room a place we've been before?
Not you.
But she's
you
been
hear me
before.
shout. Whatever. However you want to
I don't think so because actually, you've neither of you have been in this room before.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
do. I'm still gonna
Is
shout.
Taritha on the top floor even? I thought.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Taritha's not. Sorry,
Taritha.
Tali
Tali.
is not.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
Tali
I am
is
so
on the
confused now.
Tali's on the top floor.
Right.
Taritha is not.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I do not
So
hear
you
you.
do
But
not
I'm
hear.
hearing
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you heard the swarm, so you don't know where she is right now, but you knew where she was before she got teleported.
It's testing my die.
You might want, if you have a magic weapon that might have hit, because like I had similar rolls hit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was doing test
Okay.
rolls of my dice.
Oh, that was test rolls.
So
okay.
yeah, it was
Okay.
that's what that was.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Not much better. But it's gonna be a 15.
That does not it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'm just gonna die.
Arguable.
If it teleports again, and it rolls those fucking d12s, I'm dead.
Don't
I'm
worry.
dead and I'm not near anyone.
Don't worry.
I mean, I'm dead as in dead.
I'm
Not
close.
dead as in dead.
I'm
Yep.
close, and I can hold them down. I've been saving some key points for.
Taritha, give
all
me a
good.
perception check.
It's really okay. My character is not doing
19.
jobs for these people anymore.
Okay, no, you don't know where they
She
are.
does not like being
You can
almost
gather
dead
that.
every day.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not her
you
thing.
can gather that something's
I
going on
was down
upstairs,
to,
probably, but
Yeah.
just an hour ago.
Exactly. She's not here for this. I am not here for this, actually. That's more what it is than her.
so what do you do?
What does Taritha do?
Go to the library. Kill a few ghosts.
Toss a coin in a well.
Fuck you.
Right.
Done. Done dying every day. I thought it was Ash. It was not Ash. It was actually me. It was a lie.
I'm
Yo,
fucked.
I just want to go shopping and like have
How
a good
come?
day.
Because I'm down. Like I can't get back upstairs.
You can't teleport?
He's done. It's all of his.
He's used his
Shit.
5 and
Remember,
2
Oh,
this
fours.
is still the same day.
I know.
No.
Oh, no, you have 2 5s and 2 4s.
I have a
Yeah.
5 left,
Okay.
so I can get out of here.
Right.
But I have 1 ticket, and there's no one to give it. Like you're not here, so I can't get anybody else out.
You don't even know if I'm here or not. That's
Yeah.
like the biggest problem.
The
It's like, you
danger
don't
is
even
that-
know-
I mean, since you haven't been hearing what's happening to Tali, you might think that the bone claw took her further into,
Yeah.
deeper, right? Not up.
Right.
I mean,
You can use sending, like
I could, but it's an
there's-
entire
I know,
action
I know.
When
I'm
I
just
it's a whole action when you just hit me with 45 points of damage. I'm not fucking using sending.
Sorry.
and the
That's
thing
not
is,
happening.
if I get to you, like there's like that's me. That's like
yeah.
where I'm done.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to do the thing that I feel most comfortable with,
Yeah.
and then hopefully we can. I have another solution that might work. I'm just gonna teleport on top. I'm gonna get on the sands
Yep.
You're going all the way out?
all the way. I am downstairs. I can't get out.
By herself.
I have
Yeah.
1 ticket out.
So you're doing that right now, or,
Yeah,
or that's your contingency?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are now 500 feet away.
Yep.
So you could be. I imagine you want to be at the top of the tower, or do you want to be like on the away?
What's the
range is
range
5
of message?
It's
Range is
not
30
very
feet.
far.
Message is 30. Sending
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
Anywhere.
sending. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Message is 120.
Oh, wow, nice.
Okay,
Oh.
so that's...
Do you have to see them?
You have to point it in their
If
direction.
no, but if you know them, then you don't have to see them.
Okay.
Okay, that's
that's fine if that's how you want to rule it. It specifically says you point toward a creature and whisper a message. So you could also say that you need to know the general direction of where the creature is. But
from the top,
you're the DM. I like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like you could pop up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. All right. So we'll deal with that later. Next up is the bone claw in front of you. I need you to make a con saving throw.
We're rolling right now. We're okay.
But I started, and now it's like going.
I know.
Once it started, my brain just does all the
It's a
things.
disposition.
It is.
11.
It is. D&D disposition.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's a real thing, and a big
It
thing we
is.
should write together.
I know. I agree. But anyway, time to fuck up Eric's day.
I have not grappled though, right? So it's just dealing the damage.
It's just dealing the damage. You take 31 points of damage. 1 second.
Upcast, baby.
Can you move them in front of the portrait? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50.
It's like that good.
Yep. And as you are just held by this one bone claw, you see whoosh, a second one appear.
Who looks very hurt.
Very hurt.
can
And
do
then the
nothing
one
to
with
this
the scythe is going to see what's it called? Going to see the other one approach, and then it just starts like hastily just trying to just like claw at you and like rip you up, but with more. Does it even have advantage on you? Doesn't need it. Let's be real. Sorry, that was an 18 on the dice.
I mean, if it has advantage, you should always roll.
Nat 20.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Nope, it is what it is. Do it. Max damage. Let's go.
$31.
Just got very somber in here.
Sorry.
Are you down?
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Was that both attacks?
that was both attacks. And now it is your turn, Willow.
Well,
You would-
I know.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Mm-hmm.
25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
I crossed the precipice. Now, I do not have dark vision.
Uh-huh. Oof.
But I assume it's not pitch black because there's light filtering in from like all these other things.
Yeah, but I
so
would say
I'm
you
just
could.
saying,
Yeah.
can I pick up that they're here? I'll take
Oh
the
yeah,
disadvantage
you could
on
pick
the
up that they're
strike.
there, but you can't. You like cannot see them. Like you could barely see into this room because like also bear in mind like it's not like there's a top down like you were getting.
Yeah, no.
Here,
I totally. I don't need the justification.
sorry.
I just need to know if as I cross the precipice, I know that there are creatures in here. Or
Yes.
if I'm just hearing Tolly's, getting hurt.
Oh no, you
Like-
hear Tali getting hurt, and you could hear that there's like the gnashing of teeth and just kind of the dragging of a second.
How hurt does the bone claw look? The one that I've been hurting.
Pretty close to death, but I still don't want to say death's door.
Shout.
But I would say
Let it all out.
Yeet
A
fucking
good-
haw. Pistols are out.
nice.
Let's just take 2 shots at it. So the first one with disadvantage is still gonna be in a fucking
Don't split the party, they say.
14. Fuck.
No.
It's a natural 5. Okay, second attack with the thing. That'll be it's worse actually. I rolled like they were both like the really high, really low.
To be fair, you split the party before the DM split the party, and you could have had the
actually true.
puzzle, so that you could have easily gone back and forth.
Wait, how far did I move? Am I just a moron?
You went 30 feet, or
I already have
Fuck!
it all written.
I was within fucking melee range. Alright, whatever. I said I took out my pistols. I took 2 shots. Oh.
what?
Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. I can do this. See, I've already punished myself by shooting with my stupid pistols.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it is reasonable for me to not
Are
get
you
into melee
stupid?
range
Are
with
the
this
pistols
thing.
stupid or is the owner stupid?
The owner is stupid,
Yep.
but I probably would have ran into do melee range. I was not actually metagaming knowing that it can attack me when I get into range, but I wouldn't get into range now because
Uh-huh.
why would I? like, so I'm gonna move up a little bit further.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, it doesn't, is it focusing on me? The one that I shot at?
No. It's going after Tali. Because you're too hard of a prey to hit.
Fuck it, I can martial arts. Alright, I'm going in.
Okay.
Promise me if I die that you will get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, but
Follow the other goddamn direction.
Willow is Willow.
If
Eric
she
is Eric.
falls,
You can't, and Eric can't make deals about what
Run.
Willow's doing. And so I'm gonna move up in bonus action martial arts.
Nice.
Still with disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh wait, when do monks get their like blind sight shit? Probably not at level 10, unfortunately. Get fucked.
I mean,
That's
I'm also
okay.
blind,
8,
and she
16.
would tell you to do
Are you
that.
looking that up now?
16 to hit. 16.
That will
No,
hit.
it wasn't. It was looking something else up.
Is it attacking me?
No.
Okay. I don't know what it is. I'm taking it. Okay. It's an S8.
8 damage? Not quite.
Well, if he tries to fucking run, I'm gonna punch his ass.
Yep.
And I will. Do I have time to like draw my? I assume I kicked it. So if I have time to draw my my
Yeah.
blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
But I'm not. I don't have the bonus AC because I have to make a melee attack to get the bonus AC.
Sounds good. Tali.
Wait, is it like really Death Story?
It is Death's Door.
Can I? I'm flurry of blows.
Go
Is that
ahead.
okay? I'm sorry, Tali.
It's fine. It's alright.
Okay. Get fucked. Me. Inspiration.
Okay.
So what? How does that work with a disadvantage
Just
strike?
undo the disadvantage if it hits, and if not, then I'll let you reroll.
It was a natural 4,
And what was the second one?
an 18. Natural 18.
Take the 18.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him again. That'll be max damage 11.
Tell me how you kill it.
All right, so I'm gonna
Bless.
I like take the 2 shots as
Uh-huh.
rushing in, and I'm just gonna like I'm gonna like kick off of this table like
Uh-huh.
with my non-metal leg, and then like come down, pile drive like the leg in once, and then like coming down with the elbow and like just crack the skull wide open.
Nice.
And now I'm standing on top of its stupid corpse, and you're next, motherfucker. And I got enough stunning strikes for you.
Nice. Tali, what do you do?
I am going to cast.
The biggest heal.
No, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on myself.
Hey!
Nice.
Because that will at least get me
Yup.
one more turn, and you're here, so maybe we can take it out next time.
I love it.
So that's yes.
What level
I'm-
spell is Death Ward?
I think it's 2.
two or three.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
3.
Shit, it's 3?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Next turn I'll have
What
3
does
strikes to
Taratha
hit.
do?
and all of them-
Taratha, like, I imagine she's up, like, she's laying on the sands.
You had 2 turns last time, so you didn't specify what you would have done the last time with your second turn.
Oh, I thought my turn was, that turn you gave me was just so I could perceive on the same round.
I just need to start casting that before we even walk into places.
So you could take 2 turns
Yeah,
now,
because it lasts for like what, 8
Oh,
hours?
Yeah, I didn't
shit,
realize
okay,
that.
give me...
Sorry.
I did
Death
not know
Ward is
that.
pretty nice.
So I imagine,
It
anyway,
is
she,
fourth,
like,
right?
It's actually
zooms
fourth,
up and
not
she's just,
third,
like, on the sand looking up.
which is good to know.
And she's just like, well, this is not fucking good. I am out of spell slots. I have... Fuck, I've got... got nothing.
Yep.
I've got, like... the only thing I could do right now... I can't do anything.
Oh, do you want to put it on map?
Oh, yeah.
I guess, like, I'll send... If I can sending
Or a message.
a message. Sorry, I'm just like... What the fuck's going on?
To who?
I'll send it to Tali.
Give me an intelligence check.
I can do that.
Because you are currently quite high up.
It's gonna be
150.
51.
Wait.
Sorry. I don't know where the fit... I was typing in 5e. 21. My brain is coroned.
I rolled a 50.
I was like, what?
Hi, welcome to my wizard.
Okay.
I
Give me a
rolled a nat
percentage
20
die
and
because you're
got a
definitely
plus
out of
30
range,
on
but
Yeah.
I want this to work. So just give me a percentage die.
43.
I don't think
Okay.
Tiamat has any plus 30s.
You can get 10 words in.
Oh,
Back and
that's
forth.
perfect.
And it's like all fuzzy and crackly, like lo-fi style, so.
What the fuck is going on?
Fuck going on. I'm gonna do that. Fuck going on. Can you get out without? That was one word. Me.
You get 10 words back to them.
Yeah. You hear like the scratching ting, ting in the background.
And a pew pew from
Oh yeah, like you would definitely hear that.
Actually,
you hear
yeah.
gunshots go off beneath you. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So actually, what she would say is, no, but we are outgunned. Don't come.
And
Oof.
if I could respond, the response would be, "Who has more guns than Willow?"
I only have 2, but
Okay.
two is more than
that's all I
a
can
lot
do.
of people.
So.
You don't want to take a second turn?
I guess I'll send message again.
Okay.
Who has more guns than Willow? Are you serious? Heart emoji.
Correct. All right. Less than 3.
Spells, ranged spells only require fingers.
These things have plenty of fingers.
Lots of fingers.
Have you seen the picture of the bone clock?
Dying now.
Dying.
Have you seen a
Bye.
picture of what we're fighting? Like,
Oh my God.
The official art looks like
That is what her last words would be.
this is
that would
like
work.
fingers is very appropriate because that's
Exactly.
I have to kill this one with a sword because I promised Kelly I would chop off its dumb fucking claws.
Yeah.
But this one I killed with unarmed strikes, so.
Oh man, that's fucking hilarious.
This one sees you just murder its friend without having any damage on you.
No, I've taken almost half my damage. I'm almost
From this
bloody.
thing? Oh,
Yeah.
from the... Sorry, I forgot
jump,
the teleport, yeah.
It doesn't know that I'm evidently impenetrable to
Yeah.
claws.
No, okay.
I mean, it can still teleport me out of here.
Yeah.
I can't believe they don't have like a fucking recharge on that ability.
I know.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
But I think what it would do at this point is still attack.
Yeah, it wants to eat you alive.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Nom nom nom.
Surprised
Well,
it teleport. Let's actually
mhm.
get the GTFO away from this stuff over here.
Well, it's its backup plan. But it misses the first one because that's a 3, but then the second one's a 19 on the dice.
So you're down and up.
For 10 damage.
Yeah, so I have 1 hit point.
Okay. Sounds good. Willow.
Oh, that's so
You are
cute.
up.
What?
You just have 1 hit point.
I'm gonna yell to you.
Yeah.
I can't fucking see. And all I need is an affirmative or a negative of if you're going to help me see, and I should hold my
Yeah.
action.
Okay, so she can either here the no, because that would require her not to attack this thing and add damage.
Or not heal yourself, or just like literally.
Yeah, I
No,
mean, I can
I'm just that's what Willow would do, right? Willow,
Yeah.
and I'll move in.
Okay.
No attack? Okay.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, when it goes in within range. Yeah, sorry.
So it takes an attack
actually,
of opportunity.
Yeah.
No.
It misses.
Okay.
If that is what you ask her to do, that is what she will do. She would cast.
It's what
she
she-
would cast
it's-
light.
It's what she asks,
It's just
but
no
it's
submissive
too late.
character
She's already
doing it.
taking the attack, so you would know that
Yeah.
she's not holding her action to wait for the light. So it's
Okay.
fine for you to not do
All right,
it.
cool.
What I was planning was to
Um,
hold my. So I'm gonna take my 2
That's
attacks.
what I was gonna say. Like, if that's what you were gonna do, she would say yes. She would cast light, if that's what you asked her to do. So if you wanted to hold your action, I don't know if you still can.
I don't know what the fuck is going on at this point.
I'm just gonna take the attacks.
Okay.
As long as one lands, I can stunning strike. Like that's the goal. The first attack is fucking 15.
Nope.
The second attack with undoing is nat 1. I'm gonna take a martial arts. That is a 16 and a
That will
19.
hit.
So on the
Stunning
dice.
strike.
Yes, stunning strike.
That's a nat 1.
And
It is stunned.
and a cool 8 damage on top of it as I rush up. I'm gonna say I cut through the cape twice, and I see the bony exterior, and I just give him a fucking kick.
Nice. I dig it.
All right. So and then the kick reverberates throughout the skeletal structure, and it's frozen.
Nice.
All right.
Tali, what do you do?
How close to death is this thing look?
It only took 25 damage so far.
Okay.
You do have advantage, or because
Or
we're in the dark
negated.
/ you're grappled. It's negated,
I
but
have-
you do.
Oh
do
no,
get-
you're
I'm not grappled
you're saying you're not
I'm not
grappled
grappled
because it's
anymore,
stunned.
and I have dark vision. So.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were grappled up until it got stunned.
Right.
Disarm
Yeah.
vision.
That's good advantage.
3 and 19.
Nice.
Yeah, so 27, which I
Yep.
assume hits. Alright.
Absolutely.
Alright, so I'm also going to use Touch of Death.
Nice. Tell me what that does.
That just adds 25 damage to whatever.
Beautiful.
Is that channel divinity?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Nice.
Tell me the total.
Almost max. So, okay, so. 42.
You fuck its day.
Good.
With a single touch, you make it bloodied.
I'm so glad I used my inspiration dice.
Yeah. Taratha, do you do anything up there, or are you just kind of chilling?
Yeah, I eventually have to send a message to you being like, ha, didn't die, ha.
Are you gonna continue just pew-pewing messages?
It's just gonna
down
be
there?
like, "Hey girl, you up?"
Christ.
Not a morning person, but yes.
I dig it. Boneclaw is stunned.
So I'm gonna attack twice with my sword. I'm just gonna do both
I'll be the
attacks at
last.
once.
Yep.
So 15 and 26.
26 hits.
All right, and we'll roll the damage. That's another 15 damage.
Nice.
Stunning strike.
1 second. That's a 4.
All right, stunned again, you stupid fuck. And then I will take just a single martial arts and
Martial
I'll do a drop kick. So I
Nice.
stab him with the thing, and then I propel myself up, and then crack on down with the metal leg. Natural 16.
We need
Plus
a movable rod.
plus 9.
We do.
So 26, and that'll be a 1. Oh wait, wrong dice. That 1 doesn't count because it's my martial arts. So that's 10 damage.
Nice.
Alright. It is looking pretty fucking hurt.
And it's stunned again. So
Is it still stunned?
It's still stunned.
Okay.
I vote that if she
Holy
kills it
shit.
on this turn, I cut off its claw, and then she finishes the job.
Yep.
Alright, so this is gonna be a 20.
That'll hit. Tell me how you do it.
Just like right through the
I
mouth.
cut off the arm. And
Like, well, actually, no, it's a scythe, so like.
You can
just-
still go right through the mouth.
Like, yeah,
the mouse
Yeah.
will
like
just rip
Fish
it down.
hook
Fish hook it.
Sure,
Okay.
we'll fish hook it.
Nice.
Just right
Oh my
bottom of the
god, that
soft
makes me
palate.
so fucking happy.
I dig it. Alright.
You're not looking too good.
And with the final...
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I think we need to.
We should go away now.
We have done more than I think we were asked to do. But-
No. They just told us it was ghosts, and they were lying or stupid. One of the two.
All right.
Yeah, you, just above table, like, you don't have to complete this mission, but you, in character would know that, you would have to, like, destroy a certain object that that's tying them to here. So they're just going to come back. But you don't have to complete the mission.
Well,
We
might,
are our own goddamn agents.
I'm just letting you know that your characters would know
not
that this
within
is not...
60 feet.
Hmm?
Not within 60 feet.
Am I in my own?
Oh, I
character?
can't see you. I have to see you anyways.
Yeah.
I send message to Willow this time. It's like, everything all right?
Oh yeah, when that was all done, I would have sent ascending.
Yeah.
That what is sending? Ascending a first level spell.
Second.
Second, okay, yeah. Then I would Then I would do ascending. That was like, hey, made it. Need to come up.
Sorry. I just watched
Gotta
your
spend a
fingers
nice-
move. It was like, hey, made it. Need to come up. I'm like, there's more words than going on.
Those are all
Yeah, I
single
know.
words.
Yeah.
It's fine. Those are the parts.
Sorry.
I was
We-
counting the parts
I
of my
know.
fingers and the numbers in my head. It's fine.
I know.
Now I've lost count. I have no idea where I am. Whatever. We're coming upstairs.
It was just really funny for me.
We need to find a way up. I can run up with my last key point,
Yep.
but I need to get Talia.
I'm gonna just spend
Tallow.
literally.
There's Willow and Tallow.
I'm gonna spend all my first level spells to
Yeah.
cure my fucking self.
Okay.
Actually, what is mass cure wounds? How much does that do?
I think it's a 5, but you probably have a 5 still available.
I do. I want to know how much it does. 3d8, because you're also looking pretty
By
hard.
the way, every day.
Yeah.
I've taken
Rolling
31
5d10.
of 73,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm not
that's fine.
on death's door or anything.
But I mean, I have them to burn right now because we're leaving and going up, so I might as well
Yeah.
just like.
Traitor.
Because you're not really hurt yet, right?
No, I have no. I have to take
Okay,
no damage.
then
The issue wasn't
They
I
just
was.
come up looking like hell and just like,
Oh yeah, put my ring back on, and then. What books do I have?
Alright, so that's 25.
25
give
for
me
Nice,
an
thank you.
intelligence check.
I'll take it. That's gonna be an unnatural 20.
A natural 20. Roll me 4 d100s
Okay.
and tell me each individual one.
And then I'm also going to use.
69.
Yes.
55.
Uh huh.
91.
Okay.
Oh no! No!
I'm gonna just yell up the clock tower.
98.
Okay. Holy shit. But God.
You there, Taritha?
And then it's like the beat goes on a little bit longer than you want it to. It's like bad filmmaking, and I'd be like, yeah, sorry about that. I was dusting myself. It's quite sandy up here.
You got a way to get Taritha or
I am
Talia, Talia up there?
That's the
Talitha.
name.
Talitha.
It's hard.
Sorry.
The 2 names.
God.
I'm sorry. I called you Tallow, like which is my fucking name with a T at the start.
It's fine.
Yeah,
All
give me
good.
1 second, and I'm gonna fly down and
Mhm.
we're gonna do some strength checks to get up.
I mean, can't we do something else?
Depends on how many strength checks I have to make.
I won't do every 50 feet.
So
So
2.
so two?
2, right?
It's 150 feet.
Oh.
3.
Oh, or 100 and
But it was
Shoot on
120.
yeah, but still
Because if I have,
3.
So, like, you can make yourself, when someone is holding you, feel much heavier than you actually are. I.e., you can make it feel lighter than you actually are. Can I help him?
Wait,
and,
what?
So, like, you know, like, okay, so my sister would do this when she was, like, 6. She would
Can I
go
say-
totally dead weight, and it was like, oh my god, I can't carry you anymore. Like,
Can I take as much of your gear as possible? Because you wear like a breastplate.
I
and
mean, I
stuff.
can also, like, try
I
to
can't.
climb it. Are you better at, you're better at climbing for some
I
reason,
can
right?
climb up vertical surfaces and move 150 feet and around.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, I can give you my gear.
It's like,
Okay.
I can guarantee like 1 success.
So the question is, like, with like the like. So,
Mhm.
like, when you use your muscles correctly,
Mhm.
you can like help.
Okay,
people
yeah,
do
so you
things.
could-
Can I give
Sure.
Corey advantage? That is.
Sure.
I'm asking if I can
Alright,
take the help
and,
action.
and I'll take everything but the scythe. I'm assuming because you can't like let go of the scythe.
It won't. Yeah, it won't. It will. It's got like a
Yep.
50 feet, so it will just.
So
come
you're
back to
rolling
me.
with advantage.
Oh yeah. Well, why don't we just leave it at the bottom then? Like right, it'll be there at the
14.
top.
Yeah, but it'll
Oh, it'll
come
pop
back
back
That's
in
just
the
enough.
middle
That's
of
amazing.
Taritha's
Okay.
skull or something.
And then the next one, I'm just gonna like tell him so tired, and I just like wipe the future away where we fall to our deaths.
You gotta make 3 though.
Oh fuck yeah! Then we'll.
Wait,
Could we
wait,
make
I
like
can-
a parachute or
I'm
something?
gonna cast enhance ability on you and give you some extra
You
strength.
could also give me guidance.
Ooh,
I think
ooh.
guidance.
Could I do something where
Uh,
I
Realistic.
have a very strong magical sword.
mm-hmm.
could I do something where while I'm running up, I stab the sword into like the wall with a rope on it, and they can go up next to the rope, and if they're falling, they can grab the rope.
I'm just.
All right, so you guys need to retrieve the sword.
That canceled my negative.
Oof.
17, baby.
Yep.
Woo! Last one.
Oh wait, I won't bother doing that because
Okay. Yeah.
I'm actually.
I'm waiting at the bottom,
I could use my
ready, making sure that nothing comes to hit us.
Was that a nice
22.
Okay.
Nice.
Just doing it.
Yep.
Just doing it.
Yeah, so your wings are flapping real hard. And I'm just gonna say, like, you got, like, the T-Rex arms going, like, right now, like, cause your arms are so sore.
Like, I just want, like, we come out of the clock tower, these majestic tiefling wings, even though you can't see them, and I'm just, like, gracefully, like, holding it like this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend my last key point to use Step of the Wind, and you guys look down, and you see Willow legit just run straight up the fucking wall, all the way up to the top in 6 seconds.
Nice.
As if she's just running like on a track, as if the vertical surface doesn't affect her.
Nice.
And then,
Well, that was awful. That was literally, everything about that was awful.
you guys kill the wizard?
No.
Well,
Well, let's put it this
you
way.
were down there for a while.
Yeah, we did
It's
some
like a half hour, right?
At least a half hour.
What were you doing for that half hour?
And I pat my bags.
I guess. Well, did you find him? Maybe you were searching and couldn't get him. How did you end up by me?
I got teleported by one of those dicks.
Oh wow! They could teleport you.
Anywhere they wanted, apparently.
Yep.
Maybe when they sunk their claws in you. I got fortunate.
Speaking
That
of
one couldn't
teleporting,
lay a
we don't know if
finger
they can
on me.
teleport up here, so we should probably skedaddle.
I look up. I don't think that those things like the sun.
No.
Yeah, but they might like us even less.
Well,
Eh.
considering there's 2 dead ones lying down there, I think they're pretty actively discouraged.
They probably also have a radius that they can enact in.
Potentially. But here's the thing. Here's what we've discovered. This not
All right.
normal ghosts. We're dealing with disciples of Bahal.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's my knowledge of Bahal?
Give me a religion check.
Washington knows absolutely nothing. I just said nonsense words.
Yeah, well, that's what is definitely possible. That's why I asked. 5.
No,
Nonsense
it
words.
does not, like, you could guess that it's some sort of, like, religion, but you know nothing about.
So I pull out the first book.
It's a library or a
The
chapel?
Well, here's the thing. So, and I give you this book.
And it's, like, in speech, like, only you could read it because you have to comprehend languages, but it's in a completely, like, ancient language that you...
It's
It's kind of like my
think not.
homebrew this world
Let me
language.
go ahead and... I can actually think I can cast comprehend languages.
Yeah.
So
If you have comprehend languages, you will be able to do it. It's just no language that is in use right now.
Yeah.
Only certain scholars from like noble bloodlines know how to read this in Vara.
Yeah. Oh, I can cast message. Good to remember.
Or I guess not noble bloodlines, but only
Yeah.
like the top 1% of scholars know how to read this.
I will take a pinch of soot and salt out of my bag, run the soot over one eye and the salt over the other, and my eyes just glow a little green for a second, then go back to their blue, and now I can comprehend what the book says.
So I point out, like, you can see, like, some areas of, like, I've dog-eared, I've done some highlighting.
You did not do that in the 12 seconds that... No, I'm kidding.
No. When I was downstairs, like, for that half-hour
did.
study.
Well, no, you
For,
you said that you went to the bookshelf and grabbed it. So I don't know.
So I had the original book that I was studying that he gave me.
Okay.
The
And
one
then
that,
also pulled off.
and then I pulled a
Okay,
series of
so the
books.
one that
Little
you
short
gave
rest
him.
there.
Yeah.
So this is the introductory book that
Yeah,
I'm giving.
I thought you were talking about the
No.
4 that you pulled.
No, we can
so.
we can work those out. Like, you got my numbers, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, 2 of them are more history books. 2 of them have to do with using spells. You don't know yet if there's new spells or anything, but you could tell that it's like, how to use Bahal spells. Like, but anyway, yeah, you would recognize it as a history of Bahal. And as you're looking through it, just kind of skimming, you could tell that this is some really nasty shit. He is the patron god of assassins and murderers.
While I may not be familiar with the religious aspects, am I familiar with any history regarding
You can
this
see, because I don't think that it's a kind of book that you would carry at the shop necessarily.
No.
But
yeah. Well, I'm proficient in history, right? So
Right.
like, I'm thinking more in lines of like,
Right.
is there like some great historical event that involves this cult, right?
Right.
So maybe like that suddenly like is triggered by reading these pages or something.
Do a history roll.
That's cocked, which sucks because it was a 16. Natural 20.
Nice.
25.
So here's the thing: there is no knowledge of this particular god that exists in Vara because they regularly kind of get rid of or kind of accumulate any evil text and store them away where like kind of the general public can't access them. Vara does not believe in destroying that material or knowledge, but they do believe in sequestering it so that it can't be distributed unless like for specific uses, and usually it's like knowledge-based uses or like how to fight against something if you came across it. So you would know it as like kind of one of the things that are banned from you ever being able to order them or talk about, and like even the books that like mention it in passing are very clearly vetted. So you would know that there's probably a place where you could find more information. But
just a question.
Yeah.
Because I happen to used to live with someone who would have such kinds of access, and I did roll a natural 20.
Who is the person?
Zinnia.
But this is something that like she would not have been able to access this. Like
that's fine.
The
I was just saying
bookstore,
maybe with the nat 20 maybe it's like,
No.
hey, your sister happened to have read a book about this and told you about it.
Oh no,
that's
like
fine.
that she wouldn't have even been able to read a
Okay.
book. It's kind of like knowing that like nuclear weapons exist, but like you can't order them.
Well, goody two shoes. It looks like you have a gift for who the fuck is the leader of Vara? What's the name?
It's they're the arcane artificers that lead it.
Looks
So,
like you have a gift for the artificers.
Indeed, I do.
I'm trying to remember their names. 1 second. I have it somewhere.
Kind of troublesome. Do you want me to make an investigation check for what I get out of reading the book?
Sure.
I assume it'd take like an hour to do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long the spell lasts. It's 13.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to kind of recall. You get a basic understanding of the history of Bahal, and kind of what their values are.
Okay. Yeah, well, if these
God, I have
people
to
are
fucking
hanging
save the
out,
names of the goddamn artificers.
What time of day is it now?
I'm gonna say it's starting. The sun's starting to set.
Okay.
we better put up some camp.
And then ritual cast Lehman's.
Nice. All right.
You doing okay there, Talia?
Sure. She actually looks. She's still bloody, but not nearly as bad as she was.
I go in and I put on some hot water and put a bucket before your feet. Put them in.
Done. She will take it.
And then I pour the hot water in. I'm like, is it all right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Willow, would you like?
Sure.
Okay. Put in more water and get another little bucket. We're dealing with something. I don't think VAR has ever quite dealt with something to this extreme. The fact that this library has sat relatively undisturbed, in complete service to recording a relatively forgotten history. We need to be very diligent with and be very careful with what our next steps are.
In what way?
Well, for instance, let's say we take the most drastic option and go immediately to the head artificer. That's going to set off a series of actions that we can never take back. Right now, situation's contained. We could go back and say whatever we wanted to say to Fuckface McGee. She's actually saying the name, but I do not remember his name.
I was gonna say that was a clever name.
But once this gets out, there's going to be drastic steps taken, either to address the situation or to silence us. One of the two. We are now the wielders of unwieldy knowledge. And carrying such unwieldy knowledge may be seen as potentially compromising the safety of Vara.
The other option is to just go clear out whatever item is keeping all these undead there. Get rid of the wizard.
Yes, but that's a band-aid. We're dealing with just a library of Bahal. We're not dealing with any sort of that will only incur wrath. The situation is here on out. Things are going to progress.
Right. But then we can just go back and say, hey, we cleared out this item. This thing happened, and leave it to whoever, Fuckface McGee, to decide what he wants to do with it.
And again, I concur your point, but then we're leaving out that very crucial detail that this is a library of Bahal, and they'll quickly realize that it's the library of Bahal.
Ursa is the name of the head artificer
Ursa.
right now. There's Ursa and Abbott who are currently working. I'm just going to remind you of the things that you know about the artificers.
Yeah.
Ursa and Abbott are pretty much good people for the most part. They're kind of feared in a way and revered because of their power, but they've traditionally used their powers for good. The next artificer, so Ursa is 180 years old, Abbott is 100 years old. Yuna was exiled about 5 to 7 years ago. Then Darius was also exiled quite recently. Actually, no, not quite recently. Still, another 5 years ago-ish, but more recently than Yuna. Then Tomas fled the country quite a while ago. Ortis is also exiled. Lydia is on sabbatical right now. She's the youngest at 30 years, and then second youngest at 30 years. And then Sephril is in training, lives in the city. So you could either go to kind of like the head people and risk kind of that sort of publication. Yeah. Or you could go to Sephril, who is younger than you are, I guess, because she's like 20.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying, right now, everything is normal. Everything is fine. But once this breaks out, we will not be able to control anything.
You think they haven't run into anything like this before?
No.
You think
not to this extent. Well, minor things, but to know that there is a secret library of Bahal outside the city, unbeknownst to them. They're either complete ignorant or they've been allowing it to exist. And I'm afraid of actually the latter. And what that might mean.
Not a terrible fear. But let us also remember that we don't know how long this has been here. And so far it doesn't seem...
Or uncovered.
Yeah.
We don't know how much of a threat this poses. From what I was reading about this text is that this deity, this individual, while certainly maybe a little powerful, doesn't concern themselves necessarily with the kinds of politics in Vara or that kind of thing, but more with these sadistic tendencies, which may lead it to Vara. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm not saying it's necessarily right now a threat politically to Vara, but could be. And so the steps that we take need to acknowledge the fact that, let's say Vara immediately wants to get involved in the situation and what that might mean and how Bahal and his minions would retaliate. This is a place of immense and great power.
I think we go to them not with empty hands then.
What does that mean?
We should keep clearing out the library. We were able to survive today, despite the fact that we have that we were separated and hurt from the get-go because we didn't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to be more careful now. We know a little bit better what to expect, and we are gonna do hopefully a better job of sticking together. Though, let me just say, I do think that chasing after that wizard was a great idea. I assume at this point I've been detailed as to what exactly happened. Okay.
The wizard will also likely be relatively easy.
And he's
to take care of.
He's still under my thrall.
So he can't hurt us.
Well, he can, but he will for the next month.
Can't hurt you two.
Yeah.
Can he hurt me?
Well, hurting you would be hurting me. I said any and all harm.
All right, then. Yeah, I think if we go to them and we can, for instance, as macabre as it may be, we go to them perhaps with the head of this wizard. I think that goes a long way.
He's nothing. He's.
They don't know that he's nothing.
Well, then that will give a false sense of security. There's a very strict hierarchy.
All religions are gaining power right now. All gods.
I guess they are.
If they haven't expected this type of threat before now, then they're just unprepared. And if they have, good. They'll be able to deal with it.
I don't know. It's very strange, like you said, to not have interest in Vara, but yet be right on the outskirts of Vara. It's a very strange.
This was a couple of days' journey, right?
And the desert's a good place for secrets.
Yeah,
no one comes
it's a good
here.
place for secrets, but it's still. I would not discount that coincidence.
I just tell them when it's up here and go from there.
Yeah,
We'll clear it out
Mm-hmm.
as much as we can, and then
I don't know if it's a smart idea to go back there.
we just can't get grappled next time.
Don't get grappled, but what's our investment in this place?
The more work it is, the bigger favor I have from that guy. Who I talk to? Mr. McFuckface. Mr. McFuckface.
I think it's relatively safe to say. I mean, if I'm not Bahal, but if I were trying to guard these secrets, it doesn't really make sense to me to, let's say, put the welcoming, like, why would the welcoming party be the easy part, right? That should be the difficult part of the thing. We seem to have dealt with that.
I don't think it was a difficult part. I think we were dealing with basically the lights going on. I think we were dealing
I know you weren't there when I landed, but they were ready. It seemed like it was a coordinated ambush against us.
Well, I mean, they get scavengers all the time. I mean, they probably didn't expect particularly us, but they expect regular attention, enough that someone's positioned there. There's an inner sanctum. There's something. Do not stop talking about the tremendous power underneath this place.
Well, power in an abstract sense or in a concrete one?
Concrete one.
Concrete.
For sure.
And so, yes, we can go back in. We can fight our way down. But we got out, granted unprepared, but we got out by the skin of our teeth
And divided.
But even then, I mean, that one of us got taken up and thrown around the building. They can. It's not that we were divided. Like, yes, we divided ourselves, but they can divide us, and that is what scares me. That's why I had to teleport out of there. I can barely defend myself. I know I keep a very calm composure, but
I see what you're saying. I want you to understand that, and
I guess what I'm saying is, if we're just doing this to complete the job, what obligation do we have to this
I'm
job?
doing this. I'd rather do it because, as you've noted, we go back. We just say, look, there's a Temple of Bahal. Here's a book. It's in the desert. It doesn't give. It makes it's a little bit like ringing a bell, right?
We've already rung the bell.
No. I'm in Vara. It's like
Yes.
ringing a bell, right? It's like saying, like, look at, there's a danger. If we go down there, try to deal with that danger, and we're able to come back and say, hey, there was this big danger. It's still there, right? Bahal isn't going anywhere, but we managed to do these things to help mitigate it. I think it makes it much harder for them to silence us, so to speak. Or maybe harder is the wrong word. It makes it less likely that they'll feel the need to silence us.
I mean, I would argue it makes it more so, because now the threat's been handled and there won't be any repercussions by silencing us.
Oh, we can stop home. By my home quickly for a moment. Let them know to avoid this place, doing our due diligence, the people who wander the desert. And then they know. And we have insurance. Because if there are people that can spread information the quickest.
I just think the messenger who comes with empty hands is more likely to not have those hands afterwards, I guess, to lose his tongue, than the messenger who comes with good news, right?
I see it the exact opposite. If the problem is handled, then there's no repercussions in silencing us, because the problem's already been handled. Yes, maybe if we stop by your home and set up people.
What is their motivation then for silencing?
To not allow this information to spread. It would weaken.
But it's suddenly a story of the strength of Vara, right?
Arguably, or the weakness of Vara. How they want to spin the story is up to them, but they can.
Maybe if it was, I don't know if we need to argue.
I don't think we need to worry so much about it. Because we're also not reporting. We also don't have to take this back to the highest levels.
Well,
we take it back to mid-level, and mid-level is the one that will get fucked over when he takes it to the higher levels, not us.
I don't know if we should trust our contact with this to do the right thing with this information.
That's not our job.
This is exactly why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah, but
it's not our job to decide if we trust him or not.
Do we know someone within the structures that we can trust? Maybe your house, a store. What was it again? Eric forgot. Alcott. Maybe we could go to the Alcotts and talk to them about it.
Yeah, we could do that. Not that. Yeah, we could see what he has to say. I don't.
And if he has a contact within the structures that be, maybe that's where we go with this, right?
I think that'd be the way to go about it.
All right. I vote that we go back, but I also don't like leaving jobs undone. If you both feel like we shouldn't, I won't say no. We can head back.
Stopping the spread of followers like Ball, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing at all. In fact, it's probably the virtuous thing.
And to be honest, I'd like to see that wizard knocked down a pig. Though it seems like you've already done them.
Oh, he's there's a term that the vagrants have been using recently. It's fuckboy. I'm saying that right.
That's the way you use that word. Yes.
Christ.
I don't know. I don't.
I think she would count as a vagrant, technically.
Well, there goes that combat encounter. It's okay. I'll get that encounter eventually.
All right. I'm going to... Are we done talking?
Yeah. I should sleep.
I'm going to upcast sending.
Nice.
I'm going to wrap a copper wire around my 2 fingers, put it up to my eye, and I will speak to...
Fuck yes.
Oh, pause.
Fuck yes.
Those are some good rolls. Though.
What are the...
I'm going to speak to...
Zola?
Zilla. I was going to say Zillow. So everyone's just the consonant and illo afterwards.
Eric with the names in this campaign.
First thing I'll say is, you better be practicing martial arts. You eat okay? Long day, but doing alright. Not heading back quite yet. Send more messages. Love you.
Totally not practicing martial arts, but I lifted a lot of books today, so that kinda counts. Thought up a good idea. It's called Jungle. I deliver books. And then there's like pause. You know, like trekking through the jungle to get books to people, because it's important. What else did you ask about? I forgot, but Thurgood made soup and I've been heating it up. It's good. Love you.
All right. Do 2 times the exercises tomorrow morning. Trust me, they saved my life today. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not going to the desert like a dummy like you.
Don't know when the desert.
No. This is
okay,
her.
fine.
This is her. She's not done yet. I like staying inside, except when I'm delivering books. Made 4 new clients today. Love you, bye.
And then I'll just say, you don't know when the desert is gonna come to you.
Love you, bye.
No, I said it
Yeah.
twice.
Do it again!
Yep.
Heart emoji.
Yeah.
Heard that one.
I
New
also-
one today.
I love that we are adding emojis
I know.
to our sending and our messages.
I
It
actually
makes me
really
happy.
enjoy that. Yep.
You can communicate 25 words. Imagine 25 emojis. That's so much more
God.
space to communicate.
Memes!
Information of
You
density.
can say 25 words or 1 meme.
No.
25 Giphies.
Just fucked up Kelly's day.
Whatever.
I feel like sending should be able to send images. You know?
And I'll
I
keep
feel like
whittling
that's
what I've been whittling.
I feel like whenever you leave Zola alone lately, she always comes up with these kind of like harebrained like little not schemes, but like kind of business ideas that like she'll try it, and some of them are good or some of them are bad, but she consistently just leaves her ideas in the dust when a new one comes in, regardless of the quality of the one right before it.
I feel like so.
Eric's just going to the restroom.
Also, Tali prays, but her praying is berating Saturn for not doing more.
I love it. So what did today's conversation look like?
Today's conversation looked like, what the fuck you doing? Letting Paul go around the desert doing whatever he wants.
I love it.
Should have come in and done something about that. Where the fuck were you? Not here, apparently. You fucking make me do all this shit.
I love it.
And then you just leave me here?
Just roll.
How many times did I almost die today? Like,
I feel like I'm being yelled at now.
sorry, well, I mean, you are.
I know.
Technically, it's you.
I know.
What am I rolling?
D100.
54.
Okay, you don't get a response.
No, yeah. She expects not to get a response.
I think you're
until
ever
the most
gonna get a
inconvenient
response.
time. No, she gets a response at the most inconvenient times. It's not a response so much as an intrusion.
Yeah.
No responses, but intrusions.
So with my little nighttime reading before I go to bed, what do I pick up from that spell book?
So give me an intelligence check.
It's pretty good. 18.
Okay. You could tell that there's a lot of clever ways that they use innocuous spells in addition to like kind of necromantic type spells. I will say.
So what do I learn?
Anyway, I'll give you get 3 spells from there. They're not going to be great spells,
Hey,
but
they're
there will be 3 spells.
Dope.
But you also kind of learn, and like above table, Corey would know this, but I feel like Taratha may or may not know it. But you just learn some like devilish ways of using like innocuous spells, like for like torture reasons, or kind of like waterboarding with healing potions type things. So like
That's
things
fucked up.
I know that comes from Nick. But like things of that nature. So a lot of this is stuff that you already know how to do, but not in the ways that they're utilizing it.
That's so good.
Let me see. Ooh, this one might be. I probably will regret giving this to you.
There's no regrets. I have access to the entire wizard
True.
canon. Like,
True.
there's nothing more game breaking than wizard spells.
Hunger of Hadar, you get.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hunger of Hadar. I don't know what that does, but I'll find out.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll find 2 other ones, but that's definitely the.
Hunger of Hadar. Is there contact other blends?
No.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Ah. Let me find. Do you have Toll the Dead already?
I do.
Okay, then that's fine. Do you have Blindness, Deafness?
No, I do not.
You get that one.
Dope.
And you
This
also
you
get
learn
Gentle
from the book?
Repose.
Ooh. Learning
So
all sorts of spells.
Yep, so you get those 3.
Ooh.
Alright, so what does everyone do in the morning?
Get ready to go.
Yeah.
Which direction? Because I was only half listening to you all.
We're going back and
Okay.
go back down. Fuck.
This time I'm not
my
gonna be
laptop
dumb.
hadn't died. That's why I wish.
I realize now I can run on vertical surfaces. That doesn't just mean up. That
Yeah.
means down. So I could just run 100 meters or 100 feet down,
Uh-huh.
and then just jump. And then if I slow fall reaction,
Yeah.
the 50 can't possibly, even with max damage, I think,
Yep.
hit me because that's only 5d6, and I can reduce it by 50. So
Yep.
I will. That's how I will get back down. But that doesn't matter until we get there. But I find it funny that last time I was like, so we were like trying to figure out what to do, and now I just realized I can run up vertical and down
Sounds
vertical
good.
surfaces.
Is that how long do you read, and are you focusing on the spell books?
I would say I would read like 30 minutes at night and then 30 minutes in the morning.
Okay, for which books?
I think I would start on the history in the morning.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh, then would she have time to copy them into her spell book?
It takes a long time to copy the. How long does it take to copy a spell into a wizard book?
If it's not of your domain, it's like it's like maybe I think it might be an hour per level. But I'll double check quick. And then it requires the ink and stuff, but I assume you have that on you.
Yeah. So yeah, you would know it. You might need some extra time, but I'm gonna say you could do it over the course of the long rest.
Yeah, I would just say that like I probably wouldn't like equip these spells, like prepare these spells anyways. So that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
the
in the
history.
morning.
So I rolled a 21.
Okay.
For each level, it's 2 hours and 50 gold.
Okay. So you would learn that Bahal's kind of choice in this area is to like for defending his lairs is what they refer to as a mummy lord. Give me an intelligence.
That's correct.
Nice. You would know that what's it called? Taking books. It's very like these lairs are cursed, and taking things, including books, will create curses for those who take it without following him or without the permission of taking. You would also know.
No fuck.
You're only gonna get that with like a really high thing. You know that they are incredibly deadly, and that getting hit by one of these things will curse you in a way to stop you from being able to regain health. And you will consistently lose health every day unless someone holy and not like because the mummy lord actually
eyes peer
draws
up and look at
its
sleeping Talia back down on the page.
yeah
Sorry, what happened?
unless like someone
curse, you
holy
can perhaps get rid of
removes this curse.
curses.
I do have remove curse, and she does prep it every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, would you kindly?
Do you have a remove
No, it's
Am I cursed?
No, the mummy lord can curse people when it hits them. I think it was what.
Well, no, you also get cursed when you take something from its lair.
Oh.
And
Would you
haven't,
kindly?
and you haven't had to do anything that the curse affected, but.
Could we possibly do that pre-long rest then?
I found this out in the morning.
Oh, okay. Darn.
Yeah.
Would you kindly?
Can we
Alright.
not? So okay. So this magical item. If I remove the curse now, are they just recursed because they still have the thing?
With your intelligence check, you could tell that if you leave it out here and don't go into the lair with those books again, you could probably get away with it. But if you brought the books in with you and then took them out, Like, you're re-upping that.
No,
yeah.
but it has to go back. So, like, let's say I leave the books in the desert, bury them or some shit, and then pop back down and pop back up, it wouldn't affect me.
Correct.
Okay.
If you brought the books inside with you.
This is my second question, then.
Yep.
Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
How does that negotiate?
I mean, it's 8 hours. And when you're in, I feel like when you start in the hut, you're able to move in and out freely.
Well, what I'm getting at is, like, let's say I leave the books in the hut.
Yeah.
And just leave them there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it disappears after a while, and the stuff in my hut stays in my hut. And then I go back down in there, would that constitute the books going back in there? And then if we leave, coming back out?
When it has, like, you took it, so the moment that you took those books from its spot with the intent to not return it, you were cursed.
Yeah, but now I'm no longer cursed.
Correct.
But so
if they go into the lair again.
But what if they're within my Lehman's tiny hut?
I don't get what this question is going for. Like,
I leave them in the hut.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you leave them in the hut or literally anywhere in this world with the exception of back inside this lair.
Okay. That's fine. I'll just bury them in the desert.
Okay.
Why don't you just put them in a bag and leave it at the top of the tower or something, right?
I could. Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
This burying in the desert just seems like a recipe for losing books.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was on this dune.
Yep. Sounds good to me. So what's the party doing to get downstairs?
I can do
I know what you're doing. I know.
And I will go first because I feel pretty confident in my ability to survive long enough. But I'll wait until they know what they want to do, obviously.
Do we
and then
like, just do what we did last time, or do we want to try something else?
Can we, like, fashion some kind of parachute?
With what do you got?
Oh, I have the Explorer's Kit, I believe. So 1 sec, let me...
Because I also feel like parachute's going to be rough.
Well, I'm just saying as a bag, I have a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days rations, a water skin, and 50 feet of hempen rope.
I mean, you could also fashion something to tie the rope together.
Do we all have 50 feet of rope? Do we want to try to do that?
We don't have anything to fasten it to. We went through this last time.
Yeah, but I mean, no one...
Easy. Could I jam the sword into the side of the tower, and then I'll be the last one down. Or I could be the first one down, and then you could pull it out of, you know... neither of us are very strong. Wait on it. Easy. Okay, here's what we do. We don't need to fasten it. You and I can get down without expending any real resources. Yeah. So we'll just, I'll stab the sword into something or whatever, and you and I will hold the rope. Talia goes down first. We're down 6 seconds later, right? Or whatever, however long it takes for you to fly. Does that sound reasonable?
Sure.
All right. Just have someone do. You do an intelligence check, and you do. What's your best mod?
My best mod is dexterity.
13.
Okay, so do like an athletics check to just like kind of not athletics. What kind of check would be like jabbing the sword in? What?
An athletics check.
13.
That's what it would be.
I would just do strength, like straight strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what an athletics would be straight strength, unless you're proficient. That's a natural 18.
Nice.
Plus, so 17.
So you're about to like put it somewhere that's like not quite there, and Tara's like, no, to the left, and you just kind of jab it into a good spot.
And then we'll wrap it around the hilt, and we'll hold it so that we have plenty of power holding the rope. You ready to head down, Talia?
Athletics check down.
20.
Yeah, you make your way down easily. You're just like.
Is there a welcoming party?
Is there a welcome? No, okay, there's not. There is not a welcoming party.
Then I will run down 100 feet and then jump. So I just take the dash action, and then that's the 50-foot drop. If you want to roll damage, you can. But if as long as
actually,
I take,
you know what? It'll make you feel good to have to
so,
see
and then
how much.
I'll use my reaction to slow fall.
7, 10, 15, 16.
All right, and
I mean,
so the
21.
16 is reduced to 0. Our 21 is reduced to 0.
Yep.
And I land next to you with the sword, and all the rope comes
Yeah.
flopping down.
Nice.
And then, I guess I'll disconnect the rope and take my portion and put it in the thing. But I'll also coil up everyone's portions and give them back to their individual owners.
Nice. I dig it.
She will tell you to leave them not tied because we don't know how fast or when we're gonna be getting out of here. So
you want
we
to?
should just leave them tied until we're up. Because this way you
can I
can
fit all
run
that
up,
in my
drop
pack?
a rope.
Can I fit the 150 feet of the rope in my pack? All right.
Yeah, because this way if we
Yeah, that way I
absolutely need
can
to,
run
you
up.
can run up and drop rope
Yes.
and then like maybe make it faster.
Which would have
to
been
get out of
useful
here.
yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
She is now planning for all the fucking shit that's happening up in this place.
Roll me
Also, I'm
5d10.
casting Death Ward on myself right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 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 Oh boy. Okay, so that's gonna be 19, 27, 37 damage.
Sounds good. All right, we'll deal with that later.
The gas.
Yeah. So the three of you make your way down. What?
Talia.
Yeah.
Could you cast light on my sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys have
All right, and we'll assume that is re-upped whenever we're available.
Nice.
DM, so that way I no longer have trouble seeing in the dark. In theory.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you make your way down and you see the charred remains of the desk and the husks of the behemoth corpses you fought yesterday. But it's pretty still. What? What do you want?
Can I raise the dead on these things?
Good. What's your ability to raise dead on them?
It's a spell.
No, but I mean, what challenge rating?
That's what I'm looking at right now. No, I did not want to know about can we raise the dead like Jesus did?
It's
which is
fifth
what
level, let's
yeah.
see. No longer dead days. Creature's soul is both willing and at liberty to the 1 hit point. Spells also neutralized.
Never mind.
Uh-huh.
Never mind.
It's not like necromancy. It's just like dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm cool. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Sounds good.
Although.
There's like Dance Macabre. Oh, that also requires a diamond worth at least 500 GP. All these sweet D12s, my favorite dice. So what is what's her face doing? Willow doing? As you get back into the crypt.
Anime Dead is so pretty.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with the party, right? And I've got the sword out so I can see.
Let's split the party.
2020.
No. Sorry.
2020. So that's good. And then, but I will say, if we want to go deeper, there was, I think, a path down. It was some kind of puzzle or something. I don't.
From
but
the
I figured
portrait.
Brighter minds than mine might be able to figure it out, and I didn't want. It seemed like bad things happen if you do it wrong. So, you guys want to go see that?
Sure.
Let's flip the
But I'm kind of looking out
map
for
over.
danger and stuff, like making sure like there's undead things following us or whatever.
High voltage. Okay, so I have a
for
question about
flavor.
Anime Dead.
Yeah, you have the flavor of it's that thing, but you get the stats that Anime Dead gets, which would be like a zombie or a skeleton. So you could choose which of those two ones, but you could
I mean,
have one of the
obviously
behemoths.
What? Sorry. Sorry, microphone.
All right. So you enter that one. No, the
little one
Yep.
next to you.
And in front of you is a pedestal with 3 gems.
No, that's not us.
I don't know where you guys are.
Yeah.
We're over there.
Yeah.
Danger, danger,
Danger zone.
high
Yep.
voltage.
So you appear in a small room I hate you, Corey.
You just knocked over like a bunch of stuff, dude.
Um,
Damn it.
what was I gonna say? You enter a small room. It has stone walls, stone floors. There is a pedestal with 3 gems in front of you, red, yellow, and blue. There is a small wooden door that looks about the size for a halfling to one side, and then 3 tortured faces with their mouths open and their tongues out with gem-shaped little kind of things inside of it. Gem-shaped like recesses.
Jesus. Sorry.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so I assume we need to put the gems in the right mouths, but something bad might happen if we do it in the wrong order.
Could be.
Just dispel magic.
Fuck it. Talia, I think you should dispel magic. What's the worst that could happen?
On the door?
I mean, if it's magical, and we can turn off the magic.
It's a 3rd level spell.
It may not work.
And it may not work.
I could ritual cast detect magic. Give me 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll ritual. If you guys don't mind, 10 minutes, and I can break out my spell book.
I'll keep lookout.
Sit cross-legged and
And I'm gonna go
start.
listen at the door for a moment. Is there
Draw
anything
some
going on the other
runes.
side?
Perception check. On which door? The halfling
the little
door?
one.
Whatever-
Yeah,
Okay.
24.
Oh yeah, he's doing that.
There is no movement or sound behind the door.
We're alone.
Yeah, I'm just casting detect magic.
The gems are magical.
The door is not?
It would tell me what kind of magic it is.
I above table don't know. It's a magic you've never seen
Probably the
before.
enchantment.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could dispel them.
Do we think?
Well, if you
They're like
wait,
dispelled?
if we dispelled the gems, could that mean that we couldn't solve the riddle anymore? What if the
Oh,
door
that's
doesn't
one
open?
entirely possible. But are the only things in this room magical gems?
Yes.
Okay.
We could also just try to figure out what mouth goes to what lemon drop.
Oh, we absolutely can.
So, smart one. What links can you make between these gems and these faces?
So, can we get a description of the scene again?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
I can do that. I have a passive of 17, by the way. Well,
One. You want to use one of those portent dice?
fuck no.
And actually, I think that Willow might have noticed this yesterday. But there's the pedestal. There's 3 gems. There's the tortured faces with the tongues hanging out with the gem-shaped recesses. There's a door for the halfling-sized person. And next to it, there's text above that you would use. One of you would use comprehend languages on. And it says, "At my feet lies 3 stones to hold dear, the source of 3 gifts that no one should bear. The keeper of secrets, the guardians of exits. Let the guessing begin, because it's gonna get hectic."
Sorry, I didn't go to riddle school.
Nope.
Interesting.
We'll definitely talk about this during the last half, but I love about riddles, it has nothing to do with your character, it has everything to do with you as a
Yep.
player, and I have terrible riddles above table.
Yep.
Tarth probably phenomenal at that. Character Corey, above character.
Oh yeah, same. I'm bad.
I'm sitting there, I'm just like, that's a good riddle.
Oh no.
Well, there's always guessing.
Just
Or
pick
we-
them up. See what happens.
In theory, we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting the first one right.
Yes, we do. I mean, those odds are not in our favor, but they're good odds regardless. The issue, however, is, the standard issue of if we are in the 2/3 wrong, we don't know what effects.
So
might
the
happen.
door, can I kick it down or anything?
You could try.
What is this other door made of?
Wood.
The one that we are looking to go through. The one that's locked.
No, there's no door to go through. It's the faces. And then there's the small halfling-sized door. And then the passage back.
Is the small halfling-sized door open?
No.
Locked?
I mean, you could try. No one's jiggled it. It's unlocked.
Alright, I open it up.
You open it up and you see a small, kind of, like, about this big sack of something. And it's pretty light.
Jesus, whatever. Just open it and dump it on the floor. Meta gaming!
I'll pull it out and so there's a sack of something here. I'll shake it. What's in it?
Do you just shake it or do you open it?
What's in it? I shake it.
It's pretty light. It feels like a pillow.
Feels like a pillow. Because it is one.
Oh.
Leia did a similar puzzle in the past with me.
I'll just dump the bag out, the contents out on the floor.
Give me a nature check.
All or me?
You.
12.
It seems to be some sort of feathers.
Is nature wisdom or is it intelligence?
Wisdom.
15.
Intelligence.
It's
or it's intelligence, then it's 12.
It's a bag of feathers.
Well, here we go. Bag of feathers. Nothing else in that little cubby?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a solid
I got a
puzzle.
17 for nature.
There we go.
Is it
Owlbear.
pleasant?
Nope. Owlbear feathers.
Owlbear, right.
Oh.
That's right.
Well,
I got you.
alright.
Great. Let's just pick up the stones.
So the stones are what colors?
Red, blue, and yellow.
And what are the
Blue.
faces that the things are making?
Just the same tortured faces.
And there's no other distinguishing factor? I'll go to the left one and I will place the red gem inside of it.
You gotta pick the red gem up first.
I will pick the red gem up.
Okay. Pause. I'm
So
gonna
glad I
send
have
you
absorb
something.
elements.
When you speak, this is what happens. And also,
I'm assuming you want the yellow one.
Sure.
all right, I'm gonna.
Do you want the green one?
There's not a green one.
Oh, it's blue.
This is odd.
Pause.
Talia.
What color did you pick up again? Sorry, I just want to cross
Red.
it off. Red. Yep.
Talia.
Wait. Hold on. Do you pick it up?
The yellow?
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check or an arcana check or some sort of check?
Go ahead.
Taritha, hold on.
I'm making a check first. What is my arcana? Let me check. I rolled it, but I don't know my character too well. It is 23.
It is definitely cursed of some kind.
No. So I literally I get asymptotically close. I'm like no.
But not as cursed as some of the things that you have encountered.
Yeah.
Talia and Taritha.
Yes.
I appear to have come under some kind of compulsion.
And what's this compulsion? To talk strangely? Are you compelled to annoy me?
Taritha, indeed.
This is so hard
I
not
must-
to
I
mitigate.
know.
I know exactly what this one is.
I must admit,
I'm just gonna pick up the
indeed.
one. Picking it up.
The which one?
You
Well,
must
before-
figure out what.
We must figure out.
Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, that would be a separate
No.
sentence. I was mid-sentence, so that's
Yeah.
why I was confusing. Talia. Yes.
You mean Tally?
Tali, sorry. Yes, you must figure out what's going on with the way I speak, or else we cannot proceed.
So we have to figure. Wait, just so I'm clear. Actually, can you communicate just telepathically normally? Let's start there.
You could try.
Message. I'll message you.
And it's
I
the
know.
same
I
thing.
have
Yeah.
telepathy,
Oh,
like
right,
natural
yeah.
telepathy.
You would find that is also affecting you that way as well.
Aretha, unfortunately not.
Well, I mean, the real question is, are we
Sorry.
okay with the monotone? I can get used to it.
Yeah, but I don't think we have to figure it out to get the door open, right?
Why?
Can someone just pick up any other gem, please?
God, no,
Alright,
they're
we'll
first.
fucking
I
pick
love
up the
this.
blue one.
Yes. Sorry.
Fuck you.
Teresa,
I love and hate this bubble.
we have
I changed it a
already
little.
I know.
both picked up a gem. You do the same.
I am not picking up a gem.
That's why I wanted a second person to pick up.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna pick up the final gem and put it in the middle.
Wait, pause. They're literally stuck
But
to your hands.
okay, but like, does it
Oh,
need
they-
to
oh,
be a
it's-
hard
it
or a
won't-
soft?
It won't come off my hand. That's what's happening.
a solid one, like not enough for damage, but a solid.
No.
So
what
use
I'm
your
saying-
second. You have your second hand with the thing.
No, that's not.
Sure. I'll
Okay.
have 2 gems stuck to my hands.
Okay.
Edward Gem Hands.
Does it need to be like hard consonant,
Teresa,
soft consonant?
Any.
you
Bam!
are so
you get slapped.
dumb for not picking
No.
up.
You in the middle of the
Double.
sentence, you say Teresa and you get slapped
By Tali.
by Tolly.
I get slapped or
No.
Willow?
Teresa.
That's
Slap.
Teresa.
Slap.
Teresa.
Teresa.
Slap.
I
Two
just was like,
Teresa,
Just
please
stand in front.
try to guess what is going on with us.
okay.
You are also really stupid. And your ideas are bad.
No slaps yet. That's it.
I don't know. You're my grandfather? I don't know.
What?
We're not going down that road today. I don't know. You guys.
Talia,
I think I figured it out.
Slap.
I think you need to slap someone whenever they speak.
No.
Talia.
Slap.
Actually, whenever you say a
need-
name,
whenever,
hard T. Hard T.
Yep.
And then what happens?
It's
I
no
need to be
longer
insulting you. And your ideas are bad.
okay. It's no longer like affixed to your hand.
Cool.
But
I'm gonna go put it down.
in one of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to insult us anytime you talk to us?
The yellow gem kind of falls
I'll
free.
put in one of them.
Okay. The other one would be you have to be nobly.
Monotone.
This is not the truth.
I
Nope.
love it.
You have to lie.
Think of how I construct the first parts of my sentences.
Starts with a T.
Yup. And you get all 3 gems in the faces, and then the faces kind of get recessed into the wall, and then it slides up, and you're able to continue forward into this room.
I kicked one of the statues in the wall.
You can do that.
I've got my sword out and
And this is a familiar room for you all, because what's it called?
Yo.
Yeah, you skipped that puzzle yesterday. What do you do?
I start burning it down with firebolt.
wait.
Really?
I really want to.
I know.
Don't fill the fucking underground with little air vents up with smoke. We will all die.
I mean, only one of us would die.
That would be me.
Why only you?
Because you both can move a lot faster than me. If you run on the walls, you can move 150 feet per round, and you can fly.
I don't need to be
I
on
would
the
just
walls to
teleport
150
out of
feet.
here.
No,
I
that's
could
what I'm saying.
teleport one person.
Yeah, and you can move at 150 feet per
Sorry,
round.
I'm just very spiteful.
I don't.
I'm not going to do it. You just see like a crackle of flame in my hands. I'm not going to do it. And I
We
just
should
rush
do it on the way out.
Yes, please, for the love of God. I hate this place. I hate everything about this.
Now remember, you have to find something that is tying this thing here.
So
Yeah, let's go
keep-
on the
let's
hunt for
keep
that.
moving. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
We're looking around,
So-
maybe magicking
Yep.
some things.
Give me investigation checks.
Investigation.
And tell me, like, where you're going. So, there are 3?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alright, so you're just kind of, like, looking through the books right now, because, like, clearly the books have to have the answer, but it's taking you a long time, because you're trying to find the answer, like, in the books where, like, they would typically hide something, or what it would look like.
Just, like,
yeah.
Pulling the book out, like trying to find the
Yeah.
secret switch or something.
Yeah. But yeah, there's 2 rooms that are like kind of study areas, but then there's 3 rooms that one of your things is covering, where shit is. And this was the one that you were in yesterday, and it was just an empty room, as far as you knew. I imagine you were not doing like investigation checks on the room necessarily. And where are you looking?
I'm just gonna kind of start where I wasn't yesterday. I guess I'll just go over here.
Okay. You go into the room, and tell me how you're looking. Like, tell me what you're looking for. Like, try and.
Religious symbols to Baal, probably. Baal, sorry.
It's okay.
Because this is his seat of power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put like a stone or a book or something in the doorway, so that if they try to magically the door tries to shut behind me, it can't.
Okay.
Fuck you, door.
Because she's just a little concerned.
SCMS has been canceled. SCMS.
Remind me what that is.
It's the biggest cinema conference of the year.
Oh, right. I was like, that sounds so familiar, and then okay. Yeah, you actually find painted on the stone in just old ass fucking blood. Like, this is like just crumbly shit, and it's been like, it had to have been like painted over and over and over again. But it is there. And what was your investigation check again?
I have bad news.
What?
You just read it too.
Oh.
Meaningful play has been delayed a year.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Oh.
What's that?
It's the conference we were. Serious Play was thinking about going to, because it's all about games.
I feel like that's really early, because it's like a fall thing. You know what I mean?
It's not until October. Like, I don't.
Yeah, but they're trying to get ahead for like cancellation.
Yeah, I mean, at least at this was like before anybody really submitted to go. So I mean, that's all right. But it's just like, is Corona still going to be a worry in October? Like, I have
possible.
Apparently, yeah.
It's. We'll see what happens in China. Yeah. Because right now it's gone down to almost no new cases, but if it spikes again, then we end up having like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll never ever meet with a large group of people again.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
But you notice around the symbol is this sort of like kind of like a crack going around, like as if it's meant to be like pushed in or pulled out.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Okay.
Before I fuck with this thing.
All right. What'd you find?
This. She will essentially say what that was just said.
Yep.
So beautifully put.
Yeah.
Oh, your vocabulary has vastly expanded.
In the last 5 minutes. It's true. I'm gonna push it.
Christ. All right.
So
who's in the room?
All of us.
All of us. We got all together to do this.
She waited until.
I know, and this is beautiful, and I love it.
No, you don't.
Fire
We don't love
down
it.
from the ceiling, killing you all instantly.
But I do love it because you were smart. So you.
Yeah.
A couple
She's
of things
at least
happen.
wise.
At least a couple of things happen at once. First, the door tries to close.
Yes.
Gets most of the way there, but it's kind of it's jammed a little, and it kind of. So I was gonna say it's like about this far where you'd have to do a strength check to pull it open, but it is propped open.
Fucking beautiful.
Second, sand starts pouring in from the corners, like slowly at first, but then very quickly at the point where like after about like 2 minutes it would be completely full.
I'm gonna try and like. Oh, sorry.
3.
There's more.
You kind of push it in, and you're able to kind of like do a little like a hinge almost, and you see a container, and it's black, like just a black tin sort of thing, but old and rusted with like white like kind of like imagine like a chalkboard with chalk on it, but it's like etched instead of chalked, of like kind of ancient runes.
Cool.
Sitting in there.
I'll mage hand pick it up.
Okay. The
Yeah.
sand is pouring in. What do you do?
We're gonna strength check the fuck out of here.
Okay, give me
Wanna
a
help me,
strength check.
Willow?
Yes.
I stand aside.
I aid you, so you go ahead and take advantage.
Thank
You needed
for
it.
That advantage. So that's gonna be a 20 unnatural.
Yeah, you're able to hold it open long enough to get the other 2 in, and then you pop out, and then do you kick the stone in so that the door closes, or do you leave it there?
Would the sand? Do I think the sand is just gonna keep pouring
It's
out?
gonna keep pouring
forever?
out. Yeah.
Just from the top of the world.
I mean, it's like you're 100 feet plus underground right now with sand.
Right.
So you
Holly,
probably
just shut the door.
yeah.
Oh, we could bury the whole library on our way out.
Okay, and we can just
No,
reopen it on
this-
the way out.
This would just collapse this area. I don't think it would collapse the whole library.
Mhm.
I mean, it's gonna hit a point and stop. That's why we'd
Yeah.
close the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
She'll let the door close.
Well,
Okay.
She's
in
sad about it,
What's in
but
your
she'll-
tin,
Yes.
Taritha?
And I'm not holding it. It's in the mage hand. I'm just like, I don't know. Do you want to touch it?
Sure.
No, no.
All right.
No. We should like do some shit on this thing.
You see Tara just has like this shit-eating grin the entire time.
Can you move yourselves to where you are on the map right now?
Oh, damn it, Kelly. I'm gonna. I can maybe identify it. Give
There
me
you
1
go.
second.
That is a ritual spell.
Yeah. I'll ritual cast identify on it.
I'm
Okay.
not. Yeah. After. Yeah.
If it is a magic item or some other magic compute item, you can learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any, da-da-da-da. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature, I'm not touching a creature, so.
So you sit down. Is everyone kind of gathered around? I just want to know okay, so you were there. You're sitting there. You start ritual casting the spell. Just waiting to like see what the
Takes
fuck
2 minutes.
is in this tin. Two, not 10.
Ritual just doubles the time, right? Or it adds 10 minutes to the time.
I thought ritual was a straight 10. 1 second.
Because I know it takes the original casting time. I can't remember if it multiplies it or adds 10.
Ritual casting time identify.
So it either takes 2 minutes or 11 minutes.
I
One of
think
the
you
two.
have to cast Identify as a ritual. I don't think you
Yeah.
can cast
No,
it
you
as
can cast
no.
it as a. You don't have if it has a ritual tag. The difference is it has a casting time of a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the ritual version of the spell takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal.
So it takes 11.
Okay, so like for instance, Find Familiar is 60 minutes to cast, but if it's cast as a ritual, 70 minutes.
Yes. You sit down and you start to cast this spell to try and identify what this tin or anything inside this tin is. What's everyone's passive perception?
17.
15.
18.
Okay. I'm gonna say you're occupied. You hear
Fairly.
this sort of kind of like it sounds like leaves scraping across the across pavement in the wind over here in this direction.
Cool.
And
We've got company.
Yep. What do you do?
I'm gonna draw my lit sword and start approaching the sound.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I'm stop.
Yeah, I hate you so much. I just need to pull something out.
How long am I into this cast?
Not long. Like it was probably like 30 seconds to a minute at most.
Well, fuck you, dude.
Yep. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Who the fuck am I kidding?
I mean, you could just teleport it out.
Remember,
like,
I only have 40 feet
Drop it
of
outside.
vision, so if
I
I'm
100% could.
Yep. Give me 1 second. You
Here,
start.
so like this is around where I could see if I got like that far, like 10 feet out.
Yep. You start to make your way.
I'll have a pistol out too.
Sure
I could
thing.
cast Wall of
Oh,
Force.
by the way, I reloaded my pistols.
Nice.
All right, keep
Just
moving.
give me one. Wait, no.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no. Okay. You start heading over. I'm gonna give you a
Like an old
perception.
librarian
I
entering,
know.
like in their home.
What
with,
is
like, the gun
your-
out and like the lantern.
Give me your perception check.
A perception check, yes, ma'am. 8 to 20.
Okay. So, give me 1 second.
Are you following along, Talia?
We're going
That's
to.
the question. I'm trying to find Hollow.
Let's roll for initiative. As you see,
It's no
what's it
bueno.
called? A large, kind of like mummified constrictor just launch itself at you with this kind of give me with that perception check you'd still get it with the shambling body of the wizard from yesterday.
Lovely.
Let's roll for initiative. So
8.
8. Okay.
10.
11.
1 second.
Wow, we're fucking
Incredible.
terrible.
1 second.
I rolled a 5. I have +5. I just rolled I
I'm
rolled
gonna say that
1 and a 5 lately.
what's his face? Willow's gonna be the only one in the surprise round because they rolled very good stealth.
But not better than my perception, I'm assuming?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a 19 and you got a 20, so...
How big is it? Is it like large size, medium size?
Large.
Okay, so it's very big.
Yes.
And so, and then when you say the shambling body of the... What exactly? It's like I'm looking at like a snaky snake.
There we go. That's a snake. And the shambling body of the wizard is like heading over here.
Inside of it, or like it's a skeleton snake?
It is a mummified snake. A giant mummified snake, and the shambling body of the wizard ambling behind it.
Oh, so he's a fucking zombie.
Yes.
All right, bring
Oh,
it
hi,
on.
Nordstrom.
Bring it on, you.
Whatever your name was, sorry.
Sorry. Lair action.
Nordling.
Give me 1 second.
I'll always love it when you roll high enough to go before the lair action. I wonder if I'll ever get to feel that in this campaign.
Okay, so something happens, you don't know what. And then next up is, let me just see the thing on this. I just want to make sure I don't beef this. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. What is this?
Actually.
This doesn't look very fun. I don't know what blue dots mean.
Yep. All around you, this
Poison
sort
damage.
of... No.
Darn it.
I'm sorry.
I remember
actually, it may or may not be. Let's see what it is. Nope. Suddenly, all of these biting insects, like just a cloud, it's like so thick that like you go to breathe and some fly into your mouth. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
Can we make dexterity and wisdom saving throws, please? Those are the ones I'm good
17.
Roll a dice.
1 second. That saves.
14?
Nope.
Oh, I'm never gonna fucking save a con save if 14 isn't gonna do it.
6 plus 11, 20.
Fuck you.
People who fail take 26 piercing damage. People who save take half.
You said 26?
Yep.
Ouchies!
Yep. And next up is Tali.
I thought you said a surprise round was going on.
Oh yeah, you're right. Then it's Willow.
Was that the snake doing that, or?
No.
I'm gonna move out of this shit.
Yep. You first time or ends its turn there, so you're good.
Which one looks like a bigger threat?
You move forward. Give me what's your passive perception again?
18.
Let me just see if they're able to. No. Okay. Move this out of the way. Over here, actually, no, it would be over here. We'd need a line of sight. You see this hulking humanoid mummy lord that just finished casting its nasty spell.
Does it look like it's concentrating on it?
No. It does not.
Would I recognize the spell?
Do you know conjuration?
Squeeze.
I mean, I would know of conjuration.
You would know it's a conjuration spell.
Okay.
And a nasty one.
Can I squeeze through this crack to get to the mummy lord, or is that not looking realistic?
It's not looking realistic.
Could I make an acrobatics check to like leap off of the boa? Okay.
But you would invoke an AOO from it. Because you're moving into its range and out of its range to get past it.
All right, I'll chop down this fucking snake.
Mm-hmm.
I move in and I like to into melee range with this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to attack the snake with 2 strikes of my my sword. The lower one is a 18, and the higher one is a nat 19, so 30.
That will hit.
That will be 11 plus 14, 25 damage. Is it still up?
Yep.
How is it looking?
Good.
I'll flurry of blows the snake.
The snack.
Yes.
What happened?
Double 16s plus stuff. So I assume those will both hit. That's 2 25s. Good job, dice, and that will be 9 plus 10, 19 damage.
Fuck yeah.
1 second. I need a con saving throw from you.
From me?
When you take your action, the Mummy Lord raises its finger and just starts speaking these blasphemous words at you, and it just starts.
Fucking con save.
Can I see him?
I need to bless.
At this point.
Because I'm not going to be able to succeed these con saves. 13.
You are stunned. All
After
right.
my turn, or it takes this after I get
at
done?
the end of your turn. Yep.
All right,
So
fine.
all that happens. All right, give me 1 second. Now we are out of the. Oh no, wait. We still have the snake. Did you?
5, 10,
You only.
20,
You didn't
25,
stunning
30,
strike it, so it's
35,
gonna
40,
attack you.
45, 50, 55,
Disadvantage.
60. So he's exactly 60 feet away.
With
from
what?
me.
He has advantage.
Yeah. But it's not gonna hit because the higher one is a 18.
I need to look at the way the subclass is worded to see if I still get my bonus while I'm stunned.
Yep.
But if the higher one was a natural 13
No,
or a 13 total?
an 18 total.
8, yeah, that would still miss my 21.
Yeah. Then we're at the top. We got the lair. 1 second. All right,
actually.
something will happen. And then we're at the Mummy Lord.
I'm never gonna turn.
We're getting there.
I shouldn't have said anything about the surprise round because it
No,
basically
it's
just
okay.
gave them all another turn, which doesn't really make sense in the actual construction of the encounter.
Oof.
Okay.
It's not like we didn't know that they were there.
Mm, sorry.
It's all good.
And
Just
you
life is hell.
see a familiar spell because I'm sure Tali's used it before. But the symbol of Bahal just appears.
I don't think Tali uses that spell actually, but
Guardian of
that's
Faith?
fine. Oh, Guardian of Faith.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking spiritual weapon.
Yep.
But it
And,
stays in that spot, so just
Let's see
fucking.
any first.
don't-
If it can't hit me actually. If I stay there, it only hits you if you move in or out.
Yep. So on your turn, you'll take it.
You have to move into its.
Yeah. That spell fucking sucks because I
It
had
does?
it with my warlock. With my warlock.
Then
Nor.
moves into a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time. Must succeed. Creature takes 20. Guard vanishes when totally.
You can stand into space and it won't let it attack you.
That
you
is
have
so
to move
stupid.
into it. Yeah, no,
Okay.
but you said it was cast.
Yep. No, that's fine. That's
I'm like,
fine.
you can't take it back.
No, but that's fine. But you also have to move in or out of it. Like.
Yeah.
So
But
he put
I'm
it in that
stunned.
door.
I'm stunned, Kelly, and I'm not getting out of it.
I know.
Ever.
No. I know. But what I'm saying is, it's also trying to stop them. So.
Unless I'm only stunned for one turn, but I'm very likely if I have to keep making saving
And then the
throws, I will be
zombie's gonna
stunned
take
forever.
rolls with advantage. Bye dice.
The mummy wizard is
You rolled a
attacking me.
8, so you know.
Nope, I don't take rolls out of the thing.
Just let me
It's
know
not
when
gonna
you
be the zombie wizard, but it's probably not gonna be enough because that is an 18. So
No, that won't.
then we are at Tali at long last.
Cool. Cast Death Ward.
It already has. Tali already has, rather.
She did? When?
Oh, wait, so I do not have the +2 bonus.
Huh?
Because when the weapon is in your hand, you
I have
aren't
no idea.
incapacitated. So I am.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Tali cast Death Ward on herself when she entered the crypt. So
Oh, okay.
she's fine.
You are on never mind.
Cast fucking
did it.
Dawn and blow up these fuckers. Sorry.
So wait, so all these we're in a swarm right now.
Yep.
They see?
It is lightly obscured.
Okay, so nothing too bad.
That's me.
In theory, my sword is like
I should have
lit
given
up.
you disadvantage. Oh no, you have light, so you're good. Never mind. I forgot that you did light.
Yes, and in theory they can, if they're just lightly obscured, they can see what's going on because it's lit up, right? It's not just dark vision here. It's like there's something lighting up. Like, yeah, I'm incapacitated, but I'm still holding this sword.
Yup.
Oh, my pistol. I put the pistol away before I started swinging my sword because I two-handed it. So, just so you're aware. But I can always pull it out. A very minor thing.
Sorry.
And then Willow's on deck, but you'll just not be stunned anymore. At that point.
Okay, so then treat this up after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you see through that, or is that fully obscured? The books there, Kelly.
Hmm?
Can Talia see through the bookshelf?
No.
We said it's lightly obscured, right? We can still see through it.
No, not this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can always just move in front of that. There you
Mhm.
go.
Yep.
I don't want to be that close. Snake. It's fine.
You're a tank. This doesn't exist. This is like a wall, and
Yeah.
this is the only way to go in.
Oh, I can't see this guy.
No.
Not
No.
right now. You could see him while you were exiting this swarm in theory, because like,
Mm-hmm.
but you'd have to be like in this area to see him.
I don't like being there, but it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
What's
The mummy lord.
What?
I got it.
I think Talia would know this. I guess
What?
DM can roll.
Okay.
I don't
What?
think whole person can work on a mummy lord because it's an undead creature, not a humanoid. Which is one of the weirdest things about 5e is that creatures that are humanoid shaped are not humanoids
Yeah.
unless they are called humanoids.
But I
in
mean, it
their
also makes
creature
sense because
description.
whole person is supposed to be like a second level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's more. I think it's confusing because
Yeah.
especially it's just confusing because the spell's hold person. That's a person shaped thing, right? Like it's intuitive sense, but it's even if it doesn't make sense in game. But DM might roll that you can cast hold person on a mummy.
You might.
I don't know.
I just think Talia would know. So
No,
you
you can't cast hold person on it.
Okay.
Like, no.
That's what we were. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
cast.
the question.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna rule it. Like, there's also you have to make decisions as characters in the thing.
Mhm.
Like sometimes you'll cast a spell and it doesn't work.
Yeah, but there's a
So.
difference between the knowledge that the character
Yeah.
has and the knowledge that the player has.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
And at 10th level, we've all been using our powers a long fucking time.
and in theory, you're a grave cleric. You've dealt with undead. You would know
Yeah.
whether
You can't
a
use
spell
hold.
could work on
You
an
can't
undead.
use hold person on undead.
I've
Yeah,
heard the snake quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just attack the snake.
That's pretty good.
19.
That'll
Yeah.
fuck its day. Go for it.
Um, 16.
Nice. That gets him. He's looking bloodied.
So I'm back in it.
You.
Okay.
Well, this was the end of your turn.
Yep,
you are
I'm
no
back
longer
in it.
sent.
That's
right,
what I'm saying.
but you can't do anything this turn.
I have reactions.
Yep.
And I'm no longer, and everything doesn't have advantage on me. So
Correct.
I suddenly
Yo, Taratha, what do you do?
Gonna get in line of sight.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. One thing. It uses a legendary action. I need. It is scared of you. Sorry, I'm just deciding who it thinks is the bigger threat. I think right now it's going to. I need a con saving throw from you. As it just starts.
I mean,
Yes.
that made a lot of
Speaking
sense, right?
bluff.
The person who just came up with a holy symbol and just
Yeah.
fucked up that boa constrictor.
Yep.
Oh, baby!
Keep fucking up with this. I'm sorry. Just in advance. I'm sorry for all of that recording.
Mm.
That's gonna be 23.
Nice. For the briefest moment, you feel your vision start to get taken from you, but then you quickly shake it off and.
That was the mummy dude?
Yep.
When do I get?
Fucker.
All I can think
Sorry.
now is when
I
do
have
I
that
get?
spell too, bitch. That's what she says, actually.
Fly
Nice.
on top of the thing, and I
Uh-huh.
stare at the mummy.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast Polymorph on it.
1 second.
Oh.
I knew. I knew.
You're such a fucker.
And I see this future where this mummy lord
Uh-huh.
has slain us. Don't roll anything.
It has advantage. Does that change the
No,
thing?
it's the ultimate.
There we go.
outcome.
So we'll take the advantage and we'll see if it saves because
Well,
you don't
yeah.
might not have to use.
Yeah, I'm
it.
gonna be I'm using portent.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
using portent. If you want to roll, I'm just for curiosity.
I'm curious.
Yeah. No, it would have failed. But I wouldn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I
Oh,
see
you
this-
have to do it before the roll.
Yeah, I have to declare
Yeah.
before, and
Oh,
it
It
just
was a
becomes.
that's so much better. I
Yeah.
hate the lucky after the roll thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
that's
It's a
why.
4 and a 2 on the dice.
That's
But-
hilarious.
So it's gonna become a 5, which plus I don't
It's
know.
actually better than what it.
Yeah. And so I
Um,
see this future where this
Mhm.
mummy lord has stunned us, has, plagued us with insects, has beaten us
Uh-huh.
down, and I just wave it away, and
And
I
what is
turn
it?
it into a cricket.
I love it.
Why not something that has more than 1 HP?
Turn it into something we can find.
Yeah.
Please.
Fine, fine.
A goat would be nice.
It's a goat.
That.
I
Goat simulator.
imagine that actually
We had this exchange.
Like, not that we had this exchange here, but that there was a time you turned something big into a cricket and we fucking lost the
Yeah.
goddamn thing.
We spent the entire hour looking for
And
it.
you know that Tolly would be fucking pissed if you did it again.
Nice.
She's like, we've been through this!
Oh wait,
Yeah.
does that go away?
No, it's not
Guardian of
concentration.
Fate stays no matter if you can die.
Neither of
Guardian
their
of Fate
things
stays
are.
there.
Yeah.
My
The
Guardian
boa
of Fate is probably
constrictor
still there.
is gonna make it's 8 hours.
Okay.
That means the rest of my movement
Two
too.
Well, I'm just gonna hang out in this stairwell for 8 hours, guys.
Yep. The boa constrictor makes 2 attacks at you. One's a 26 and one is a
Is it
21.
Me?
If it's a death save,
Or
actually, I could probably
Eric?
get up.
Who?
You.
Me. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Both hit.
26 and 23?
What did
Yeah.
you
I
ultimately?
just
what
wasn't
did
sure
you
if you're doing
ultimately find
anything.
Morphin
No, that's
into?
fine. That's fine.
Oh shit, son! That's max damage on one of them.
That's fine.
Um,
That's cool.
That's well, it's still 16. It's not a terrible amount.
It's a
So
lot better for you
16's
to
one,
take
and
max
then
damage than me.
11. So 37 total between everything. And then it is the Lair's action. Oh, I forgot.
taking
When
50.
you
You're
cast
still
your
more than
spell,
max.
it doesn't get. Don't worry, it doesn't get like
Yeah,
thing. But I need a con
it's
saving throw out of
insane
you.
that I have
Why?
been down.
Because
once.
when you cast a
Yeah.
spell,
130 HP.
4th level or lower, you are racked with pain.
Even though so it happens simultaneously. I just want to.
It's a Lair action, so for this entire
Okay.
round.
Yeah, that's gonna be. God, I'm so glad I took Resilient Con. It's gonna be a 17.
Okay, you're good. That is fine.
I
And
literally
then-
sat there for doing math between Warcaster and Resilient Con.
Yeah, well that's good.
Resilient Con wins out at higher levels.
Okay. Then we are at the lair and something
I
happens.
can't wait till I have
Next up is the
proficiency in
Mummy
all
Lord
saving
and
throws.
It's a
the Tally, what do you do?
minor illusion, some hay for it.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
This thing has it been doing stuff?
Thaumaturgy.
Well, it has been missing you.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. After you,
And I'm just
yeah.
like, I'm incapacitated.
Yeah, it's still not getting you.
Oh, I assumed that was, it's not. Oh,
What?
did it go before Talia?
It goes on the Mummy Lord's action.
Oh, okay.
But what do you do?
I really just want to destroy undead, but I don't think that he is low enough for me to do so.
Try CR 15.
No, this guy.
Oh, it's actually just it's a zombie. Like
Okay,
You-
so I have a question
your
about. So I've never
character-
used
it's a
destroy undead
yeah.
before. But it is like a.
It's the lowest thing in your level 10.
It's
not,
just
it's
a
not
normal.
worth it.
It's just
It's
a
not
normal
worth the challenge.
zombie with like 10
Yeah.
HP.
Yeah.
So it's still gonna be an 18
On
to
the
hit the snake.
yep, that hits.
Murder the snake.
19.
Damage?
Yeah.
Nice. It is still up. Not looking great. Willow.
I'm gonna cut that fucking snake in half.
Okay.
I'll take my first attack.
Okay.
15.
That'll hit.
All right, that's good. 4 hits. That's good. That'll be 13 damage. Or no, nope. 7. 13 damage.
Still up.
Cutting it. I said I was cutting it in half.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 24.
That'll
Like a
hit.
sausage.
That'll be 17 max damage.
It is still up.
I'm
On
gonna.
death's door.
I'm going to go ahead and take my foot, put it into the back of its skull, and don't tread on me, you dumb little fuck. That'll be a natural 19.
That'll hit.
And that'll do. Oh, well, I'm not going to take it, even though it was a good roll. Instead, I will take a 7.
Tell me how you kill it.
Yeah, so I do exactly as I just said, and I just crush its skull underneath my metal leg, and then I turn around, look the zombie in the eye, and I will flurry of blows.
Does my Gaius kill him?
And I will punch him in the
No.
fucking face. The
It
stupid,
damaged him, and then the mummy lord just
stupid wizard who almost took my fucking family
it
from
realized
me.
it was broken, so it's like
All right, that'll be 18.
to hit.
The
Realized
zombie.
it was
Yep.
broken. Is that what you
Yep.
said?
That'll be max damage at 11.
It's bloodied.
Fuck.
Zombies have 22
I
HP.
punch it in the face, and it's looking hurt. And that'll be my turn.
Taratha, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the fuckface. Yeah.
Don't.
Fuck the dead. So fuck the dead. What is
This
it? Chris?
guy?
Yeah.
Whoever just took damage. No, not goat. Not Gary the goat.
Yeah.
Whoever took more
Yep,
damage.
the zombie.
Yeah, I'll just do him. So is it wisdom or charisma? Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Fuck you.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
And even with his modifier, that's still an 18.
Okay. What is that? I still roll? No, I don't roll.
No,
No.
that's a save. That's the only number that would save though,
I
because your
know.
save is 18 or
17.
17.
I know.
Oh.
It's a good save, but
Yeah.
no, not on crit.
I'm thinking let's leave it here and
Okay.
pick up next week.
That's
Or
fair.
if we want to
Well,
discuss,
why
or
don't
do you
we
want to
kill
finish
the
it?
zombie and then we
I
get...
actually have to go.
Yeah.
So
I just
Yeah.
I did
figured
not
since
realize how.
this thing has an
Yeah.
hour, if like killing the zombies
We'll
really
just say
gonna
you
be
ki-
easy.
you kill the zombie.
All right,
Yes.
and then
Let me
we'll
take a
we'll
picture
just
of
we'll start next
where we're
session
at.
with a plan for this thing is a sheep. It's presumably the only goat, the
Yeah.
only thing left to fight, and we have
Yeah.
got to deal with it.
Yep.
I like it.
I
I have
love
an
it.
hour
Thanks
with a goat.
for. Yep.
Yeah. Because hilariously, leaving right now cost me a half an hour in
Oof.
traffic.
Oof. I
Um,
apologize.
It's okay.
But that was your choice to make.
I actually didn't realize it was.
Oh,
as late
shit.
as it was.
I need to go to the bathroom.
So I have
Okay.
a question.
Okay.
So
Oh, you would
I
have-
just
Oh.
looked up because after this I'm curious the Mummy Lord stats.
Yep.
Cool. So it says it's vulnerable to bludgeoning, but it also has
let me see.
damage immunity to bludgeoning.
Incredible.
Bludgeoning from non-magical attacks, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I see the
Yep.
semicolon.
Yep. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yep.
So if it's fucking shit. Anyways, that was fun. Thank you for throwing a Mummy Lord at us.
You're
God damn it.
welcome. I let you know ahead of time what
Yeah,
you were
did,
fighting.
You did. I'm just like, oh, I
And
wonder
I-
what's gonna happen.
And I let you know about its rotting fist. You found out about the. I was really hoping that like, you would just read the spell books and not the history books, so that you wouldn't like every saving throw. I'd be like, oh, you have disadvantage. Why do I have disadvantage? I was like, why do you have disadvantage?
Well, I'm playing a wizard. They're smart, Kelly.
Well, I would have made you do intelligence checks, but
No, it
even
was fun.
still.
No, this was fun. I love when you can kind of.
No more whole person shit.
I didn't.
No more.
I did not cast a single hold person.
You know what I mean. No more grappling. No more of that shit.
You could grapple them too. You just can't tell.
You can see me, camera, looking at Kelly. Like,
Actually,
we fucking
no.
grapple people.
Not with this. Not with this.
Fucking A.
Oh,
There we go. Now the
We
camera
don't
can
ever
see you.
grapple people. When do we ever grapple people?
I don't know. You could though.
We don't have any spells that
Like
do that.
you could grapple someone in Dimension Door and just.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
be
what I was
willing.
saying, so
That's
never
be
mind.
willing.
Yeah, don't even.
So like that one time we
Uh-huh.
played not the last time I played with your other group, but the other time Like, that was what was weird, is because it's a willing creature, but because one person was unconscious,
Yeah.
we ran in. So, like, I know, like, that ruling was, made for that moment, but, like, that's something I think about with Dimension Door. I love Dimension Door.
Yeah.
It's such a fun spell.
Yep, I love that spell too.
So many options. I haven't used. Fucking Polymorph. Just such a classic good spell.
Nope. Don't forget the laptop.
And it's like very rare to fight a creature that has legendary like lair actions, legendary shit, and doesn't like have resistance to magic. This is like
it has resistance where it has advantage on saving throws, but it doesn't have legendary resistance.
Yeah.
So I figured it would make a good one because I set up this encounter. I was like, they're gonna use polymorph, and I'm expecting it to. So that's why I'm gonna have them sneak up so they can at least get a round or two in where you're like, oh my god, what's going on?
Bye.
But you can still not get completely murked by it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in a way, so I wanted to have the flavor of 2 bone claws, but it would be way too deadly to let you fight 2 bone claws. So I kept all of their stats, but turned their claw attacks from 3d10 to 2d6. To make them less deadly, with the exception of the teleport.
Is that part of the Bone Claw?
Mm-hmm.
I love the teleport.
Yep. So
what's their CR?
10.
Okay.
So we had the Bone Claw in Eric's campaign where it was 1 Bone Claw, but it got 2 actions per round.
Yeah.
So it would go at the top and the bottom of the round, or top and middle of the round. So that the first one could be the grapple, and then the second one could be the teleport. Whereas this one, I had 2 separate ones that had lessened attack damage output, but they had to grapple the first round and then teleport the second round because it teleports their full action.
What I also loved about it was not necessarily the damage. Or even the teleport. Splitting the party. No, because we didn't know the area, so we didn't know where anybody was.
I know.
And so, like, I was just sitting like, what will my character do? They can't hear anything. They're effectively trapped. They have one way out.
Yep.
Fail.
Yep.
That's for me what was terrifying about the encounter. It's like that kind of like we don't have the lay of the land, so it's not like, oh, we just like backtrack 3 rooms.
Yeah.
We didn't know like how far deep this goes.
Yep.
That was really cool.
And I also really love that you didn't even explore the back room where Tali eventually was, because you just dimension doored down.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you couldn't even imagine that spot because. But yeah, we were just talking about the bone claws, and it's funny because I was talking to Eric about it. I was like, I really wanted 2 bone claws, but I think it's too deadly to have 2 full-fledged bone claws. So, but I think it was.
I think if you're designing this as like a crawl, which I kind of think you were in a way, having 2 bone claws, like pretty much like the first, like if there's like, even if there's like 3 tiers, having this at the first tier, that's like, that's a lot.
Oh, that was the second tier.
Second tier.
The behemoths were the first tier.
Oh, that's right.
I was expecting a long rest between either the first and second or the second and third fight where you go back up. And I was also expecting the party to not split prior to this.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff with it. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like splitting the party, and I really like debated with myself on whether or not to do it, but I'm like, I only have like 1 shot at this. And I hated that fucking guy.
But yeah, my other favorite thing with like evil, like kind of boss types things is like when they notice that their henchman is quote unquote broken, like they just like cull him. So like it's kind of like a fun thing to do where, because you used Gaius to, murk him for 5d10 every day, he's like, I don't want you anymore.
You're worthless to me.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yep, just snaps the neck. Like, I really wanted the flavor of you watching him just like snapping the neck and then like it falls and then reanimates, but I was like, no, because that would just break, then I can't have him attack and do all this stuff. So like, unfortunately, the flavor, yeah.
But like, still, I mean, like, my character can intuit that. Maybe my character saw it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I love that, the action of Gaius then had that kind of... Well, we didn't have to deal with him. He just became a zombie.
Yep.
So it still had, like, its intended effect, but it did so in a roundabout way.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yep, and that guy only had 45 HP. So, like, you were essentially, like, almost murdering him.
If I had one, like, almost perfect roll, I could have outright killed. That's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was not long for this world. I also love that Mummy Lords get the cleric spell list. Like, I just love that flavor. Like, everything is cleric based for this thing.
That's really cool.
And I know that there's like death clerics and like, you know, there's now evil paladins now as well, but I don't know. I just like the kind of flavor of the clericness. And pretty much, like, just talking above table, like, he was just chilling for the longest time. Like, he didn't really care all that much because, like, he's never had to care.
Yeah.
But then when he when you triggered that thing over there, that's when he's like, oh shit, things are real now. I just whirlwind up and, but yeah. God, what did we say we were going to talk about? We do this every week.
There was something, and it was on my tongue. Oh yes, riddles. Riddles, because this is something I've dealt with. I haven't used riddles, but it's been used on me, and it's just like, we talk about player knowledge versus character knowledge, and it's typically like always tipped into just like, do what your character would do. So like, forget what you know. We usually think the players always have more knowledge than the characters. But like, for me as a player, when it comes to riddles, though, I'm terrible at riddles.
Yeah.
So like, my character, I should know. Like, this is something I should be pretty good at. I'm just like, no idea. No idea. I am at a loss for words here.
What was funny is in Eric's campaign, I play an artificer, which is essentially same stat block as a wizard.
Yeah.
But we actually have strength.
Yeah.
And like, my character, also very smart, I above table, shit at riddles. Eric's wife, whose character is actually unintelligent, has a negative modifier, got it right away, and it's just funny. But the thing is, like, they could have just kind of this kind of like light bulb moment, so it's not like unheard of for like.
Oh yeah. Well, and also like, even if you have a 9 intelligence, doesn't mean you're dumb.
Right. Just slightly below average.
Yeah, you're just chugging along.
You're
no child left behind. Hey Bush.
Christ.
Yeah. So yeah, that I always find that like dynamic interesting. Is just like, oh, when your character is actually smarter than you, and you're just like, or strong, like just that kind of cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I mean, I set up this encounter and all this stuff, but I'm also looking forward to getting back to the city as well, because like this sort of undead lair is like cool and all, but like how you're going to report it to the authorities and how this is going, what impact this is going to have on the more social aspect of things. But I guess this is just me going back and forth between roleplay versus combat, because last night we just did all roleplay. Today it was pretty much all combat. And then
I'm calling them the Liam and interludes, where Taylor just sits people down. It's like, we're gonna talk.
Yeah. Yup.
For unintended consequences.
Yup.
Oh, that's adorable. Well, also, I don't know, like, compared to our last characters, which were not politically motivated at all.
I mean, Alabaster a little bit. Or Ash. Sorry, we go back and forth.
They're politically motivated in that they have interest in the city.
Yeah.
But to sit there and actually like divvy out, like they're self-motivated. So they're Franz too.
They use politics for their stuff, but they're not invested.
They're not
in
debating politics. They're a part of politics. I think that's a good distinction. Us, we're just like each of us in some way, shape, or form are tied up in like trying to navigate Varian politics, especially the changing Varian politics. And like Taratha's perspective is just like, I do not want to get wrapped up in this. This is a whole nother level of shit.
Yeah. I'm also excited for you to return for things that I have like planned in terms of like, just based on me beefing that sheriff dude, like completely like misrepresenting him. So
no, I think that's a fun way to discover a character.
Yep. But yeah,
like I didn't know how exactly I was gonna RP Taratha until we sat down and started going. Like I had a general idea, and then she came off a little bit more prissy than I originally intended. I'm just like, I'm gonna roll with it.
She's super prissy. I love it though.
I'm just like, it makes sense. Like because I was just feeding off of like kind of like just the Penn and Teller like stuff with like Tali. Just like I have to be an opposite in some ways.
I was actually really hoping that you would get the yellow gem, because then like no one will be able to tell the difference because you're criticizing them anyway. So when you double-handed them, I was like, all right, now it'll be easier to guess. Yep, that was actually me metagaming because like I know that you like yellow, so I was like, okay, I'll make the yellow one.
Well, the issue, I was gonna pick it up and you said it's cursed, and I was like, fuck that.
Well, I know, but the thing was like I couldn't.
Roll.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
couldn't.
roll.
Yeah.
And well, that's what my character's meant to do. It's like I have detect magic, identify. Like the idea for this character is like I can ascertain a moment to its fullest.
Yeah.
Like I haven't broken it out yet, but like I'm so excited to use Arcane Eye. I've got scrying. Like I'm just like
I love scrying.
yeah, I'm just like really excited to break out all this crazy div stuff because like yeah, like I can be.
I can't tell you yet.
Nope, we'll get there.
I'm so mad. I can tell you after this.
Yeah.
But I'm so pumped.
Yeah, there's just so much. There's just so many nice things like
Yeah.
that I love about the wizard, specifically the Div Wiz kit.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun when we're because I can do combat. Wizards can do combat. But,
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, well, which non-div spell besides Mind Spike, which is a terrible spell actually.
I like it though. It's good at lower levels.
It's really good. Well, it works so well with the Div Wiz kit. What's weird about it though is it's a concentration spell.
I hate the amount of concentration spells that are attached to paladins, which are meant to be front line. Like, why the fuck have all these like buff spells that you could use for a round?
You need to put Warcaster. It's one of those things where you fix it with.
Well, they also it's a constant. It's a con thing, and they tend to be wearing like plate armor, and so like yes, I understand, but
their toolkit of spells is also really shitty.
But they also get to attack things, and they get to spend their spell slots doing smites, and so concentration is a natural way I think to go with the paladin class for spells. Because they don't naturally have something they want to be concentrating on. The pure caster classes, they need those non-concentration spells, like let's say spiritual weapon, or like fireball or something, because they're typically going to be concentrating on something already. Yeah. And so I think adding in a lot of concentration spells for paladin helps give them like a flavor, and that's a fun. Concentration spells are like.
Well, it's like their concentration spells are buff spells, though. It's not like damage things. So it's kind of frustrating where they're trying to buff others, but then also blowing those spell slots.
Yeah. But the paladin's always happy if the enemies are taking their attention off their allies to do them. And if that means that, yes, my concentration is broken every once in a while, oh well. But I would say this is kind of like what we were talking about earlier in the lunch zone today about potions and like The Witcher, right? It's like you just never think to use all these wonderful potions you have. Not because they're not good, but because like it's not part of your core gameplay loop, and that's kind of how I feel about concentration paladin spells.
Disagree with that because I'm super invested in The Witcher, and The Witcher is built around you really deciding either some sort of
pack up while you talk.
Some sort of hybrid build or really going full down. If you are investing in a toxicity build, which is arguably one of the strongest builds to go in the game, you are chugging all the time, and that's why they give you the ability in The Witcher to basically get your potions back on a rest, as opposed to rebuying them. So that's why I love The Witcher. Is I felt more so than any other RPG, I felt more liberated to use potions, whereas in like Final Fantasy 17, I have like 115 elixirs that I'm just like, well, there might be one fight where I'm just popping elixirs.
Well, the other thing is, speaking of Final Fantasy, I like the aspect that Final Fantasy X does, where you could use these health things and these buff things to create weapons with special things. Yes. So I think also
like
being
10 2 is so much fun.
Dress up unitime. But anyway.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts before we leave forever?
Yeah, if you play Witcher 3 and you have not yet played a toxicity build, you should. It's so much fun. You're just dodging, chugging potions, and striking. It's so much fun. But that's all I'll say about that.
Cool. Well, I have to run to work, so just. But anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
We will never be on here again.
Go back to my wife?
No. I could drive both of you. I'm factoring.
Oh
that
no.
in, so.
I have to meet up, so I'm actually good. But I appreciate it though.
Sounds good. But yeah, so worst case scenario, we'll be podcasting it for the next couple weeks /
best case scenario, they find a cure.
Yeah.
And the cure is like oranges.
Speaking
something that
of
everyone
toxicity
can just
builds,
have.
that's 2020. Anyway, bye.